Hello, fuckers. How's everybody doing? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Probably going to be jumping over to politics server here in a second. There's just wild debate going on there. Be joining Lil Llama. Never set up to. It'll show when we're talking in politics server. It'll show everybody in there as well. Wait for some of y'all to come on in. To join the party. Oh, there we go. There we go. Spam in the chat. Spam in the chat. What was going on? Let me, fill me in real quick. Yeah. Sure. I mean, like, what? Maybe give me something to sort of jump off on, and then I can't stay for too long. I've got people in my server waiting to, like, jump in and chat on my stream, so. Sure. What up, blue collar? Well, at least you're consistent. If you were asking on my views on like West Bank and Gaza, I really don't support the Israeli government and what they're doing in as far as settlements go, as far as what appears to be working up to an ethnic cleansing of Gaza as well. Obviously, I'm 100% against those things. I think a lot of my issue has been sort of there is a lot of misconstruing of how things have gone during the war. Obviously, as it's gone on, especially more recently, things are getting much, much, much more intense. So it's not that much of a misconstruing as we get farther on. I do like to engage in more topical discussions as far as the definition of the word genocide goes. I feel a lot of people who talk about it don't have a really strong grasp of the legal definition of the word. If someone were to like ask me what I think of like all of the deaths and stuff, obviously I'm going to say I'm not very happy about that. I think that's fucking awful, right? But at the same time, the charge of genocide is a very particular one. A very particular one with very strong implications. And I think if we're going to use that term, it's really, really important to nail down what that means, right? So as far as like folks who are in here talking about it, are we all familiar with the concept of dolus specialis? No. Oh, I'm realizing right now I'm being told that hang on, you guys cannot be heard on my stream. Okay, say something, Llama.
Hey, hey, what's going on?
Can you hear them now, guys? Is that good? Sorry, I just want to make sure. Okay, we got it. We got it. Okay, cool. We're good. Yeah, so dolus specialis is a very specific type of intent. So you're going to have to show not just that there may be an intent from people in charge or people in an administration or so on, but you're actually going to have to directly link that intent to actions of the army. So I know a lot of people will bring up some of the comments by people like Ben Gavir or Smotrich, who I think are absolutely despicable and disgusting human beings. The problem for me comes with linking those specific comments to the actual actions of the IDF and the way they've carried them out. Do I think there have been war crimes? Of course. Do I think we can link the war crimes as a matter of policy to the way certain leaders have been talking? I don't think that's been demonstrated yet. We will see over the course of the case with the ICJ how that is ruled. But at this point, I haven't been convinced of the direct link between those two things. So,
I
to
hear
answer
you.
the question of my thought on genocide, that's where it lands.
Okay, I never brought that up. I want Llama to really mediate this because I'm recognizing this as more of a formal space given kind of the argumentation. What is your position on mens res?
So dolus specialis would probably be
No,
classified
mens
as a
res.
yeah, it would be classified as a type of mens rea.
Okay, so actus reus. How does that relate?
I'm actually unfamiliar with the term.
Great. So one is intent and one is action, right? So the road to hell is paved with good intentions. However, we can only really make judgments based off of what is actually acted upon, which is how we give convictions. And especially in a legal sense,
Wait,
there
no,
are abilities.
no.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Let me
Pause.
lay my plan.
You're
So
genocidal intent, though. There's no.
yeah, yes.
It's
Yes,
only.
exactly.
It's the mens rea, though. Is that what
Yeah.
you would need to be able to prove the actus rea wouldn't matter in that scenario.
And that's what I'm saying, right? Is
because
that
if there wasn't the intent to like murder people systematically to exterminate them, and you couldn't prove the mens rea, even though that was the action that took place, it doesn't mean that it was in fact like that there was genocidal intent. Right?
It's the difference between war crimes and genocide.
Yes, and that is it. Yes, exactly. So my point is that there is a difference, and actus rea versus mens rea are that point, because even though the intent might not necessarily be the case, because that's pretty much impossible to prove unless you're on trial, which is why the Nuremberg trials were a thing. Yeah, it's still happening. So cultural genocide is also a feature, which I think that the Crusades proved, and is why that region is such a mess.
Hmm.
So that's my position.
So do you
Nuremberg
think there's
trials
being
are a
there's
farce.
a cultural genocide that's taking place? Because I'm not sure I
I
see
actually
that.
believe the Nuremberg trials are real. Holy shit. Cringe.
Wait, you don't think that
Alright.
the Nuremberg trial is
Let's not
happening?
get
All right,
distracted by
troll.
idiocy.
Was that abstract much?
Anyway, was that one of your people?
No, I just muted him. Continue.
Yeah.
No. I was talking about Jordan because he has an army here apparently.
Me?
No. What?
No.
What?
No.
No.
I'm-
I
You
thought
you have people. So what was the exact wordage? Because again, I just made it concise, but you have people viewing and on not on standby. What was the exact
on my
wordage? I
stream.
just want-
On my stream. No,
Yes.
they're not going to be coming
Yes.
in here. They're in my own server, waiting for when I finish this to go and chat. They're not going to be coming into here. Yeah.
I'm happy to continue this conversation. That said,
Yeah.
I think that the entire premise behind what makes a thing a genocide is very curious because you can just like the American genocide that happened with the Native Americans and
Mhm.
everyone else who was an immigrant effectively became whitewashed or Christianized or something else.
Mhm.
We lost our heritage and culture because that's the system. So fuck America
Sure.
for what it's worth. And I say the same thing about Israel, China, and everyone else I mentioned.
Okay.
Who's the
when
good
I said
country
when
in
I
your
said
mind?
you're at least you're consistent. By the way, I wasn't being sarcastic. I was being genuine because I do find a lot of
I
inconsistencies
appreciate
in
that.
people.
Ooh, good country. Pause on that because I'll stew.
Yeah.
I was just curious if there is any that you would consider to be like not within that realm of bad,
Sealand.
shitty countries.
Sealand.
Sealand, nice. No, I mean, I don't. I'm not feeling a very. Just to be clear, I'm not feeling very contentious in this discussion. I think it's a good faith discussion. I just want to make sure we say that in the beginning. Seem like a nice guy.
Yeah.
Seem like you've got good convictions in your position. I respectfully disagree, and that's okay. I do personally. I don't think I see evidence of a cultural genocide as of yet. Where obviously we're seeing what appears to be an ethnic cleansing in progress, which again I am very much not in favor of. It does seem like the Palestinian culture as a whole still exists. So I'm not sure I'm seeing in whole or in part an elimination of that culture. Could you maybe provide me with some info, some point of view that would help me understand your position on that?
Sure. So specifically what's happening in Gaza is the flotilla in specific has been very curious because the United Nations and a lot of other countries have acknowledged what's happening and it's just gotten worse. So that's not cool.
I agree.
That said, there's also an instigation that happened with partition that we kind of discussed prior, where there is an enforcement of specific kinds of people being allowed to emigrate with an E to an area. And even the visa system is kind of heinous. So I definitely think that there's a ostracization of what kind of Jew a person is. And the diaspora Jews are not really welcome because they don't align with whatever the IDF kind of has in mind.
I'm not quite sure I see that bearing out. So myself as a diaspora Jew, if I wanted to immigrate to Israel at any time, I would be able to. I know Jews of many different colors from different parts of the world who live in Israel, who are happy there. I'm not quite sure where I'm understanding this, where this is coming from.
So Jewish Palestinians, how have you kept up with them?
Jewish Palestinians, do you mean Jewish people who were living there the entire time? Who specifically are you referring to? Because Palestinian is a nationality.
So you agree that Palestine is a nation?
I would like it to be. I don't think it necessarily meets the current...
So they have sovereignty, right?
I would like them to have sovereignty, yes.
Yes. Okay. So that said, that aligns with the notion that they deserve human rights. They should not be removed from their land.
I've already said I'm not okay with the ethnic cleansing.
Yeah, for the record, Jordan is a two-stater, so he'll probably agree with you on like most of that stuff.
I don't know what that means.
Two-state solution. proponent.
Okay, yeah. In what regard?
I believe there
I'm not
should
going
be
to
a
tell
state of
his
Israel
from
and
his
a state of
perspective.
Palestine.
Yeah.
Great. So again, the nation of Palestine is what to you?
I would, well, I mean, obviously the details have to be hashed out in negotiation, but the vast
Why?
majority of the West Bank plus whatever land swaps would have to be negotiated, as well as Gaza.
So from
and
1947 to now, which one would you agree with the most?
I would say something close to what there is now, but with more land swaps, so that the West Bank would have returned a lot of the equivalent amount of land that was lost to settlements.
Why?
What? Why? Because that just seems like the most likely to actually be negotiated and agreed to.
Lost to settlements from whom?
From Israel. Israeli settlers in the West Bank. In area,
How did Israel lose settlements from 1947 to now?
Wait, what do you mean? Israel or
How did
Palestine?
Israel lose settlements from 1947 to now?
In what area are you talking?
Section
Gaza
C.
and the West Bank.
Oh.
Yeah,
in
Llama,
Gaza,
thank you, because you're following. And Zan, please interject if you want, because it is getting frustrating.
In Gaza, they pulled them
Who's
out
the dipshit?
themselves.
No one's being
So
a dipshit. I think people are
1947
talking about each other right now. A little bit.
Partition. What was the what are the actual designated portions of partition?
Areas A, B, and C. Is that what you're talking about?
Which are?
Areas controlled by Israel, joint areas, and then areas controlled by Palestine in the West Bank.
What are the Palestinian areas?
What are you trying to go through here? I'm trying to
I
understand.
want to know what you think.
Do you want me to like give you a specific map? I'm trying. I don't know what you're asking of me.
I'm asking for regions. So Gaza and the West Bank are two, and Jerusalem is a joint one. If I'm not mistaken.
Sorry. I apologize.
Wrong.
I apologize. East Jerusalem, I believe, as well, should be part of the West Bank or part of Palestine. If that's
Palestine, yes.
Yes.
So you
I
agree that Palestine is a nation state that's been recognized since 1947. Therefore, that region should not be ceded. And so I am inferring that maybe Hamas is your concern, which, yes, I agree. There should be no infringement upon that nation state of Israel. However, I'm still confused because you missed the prior conversation where we talked about the history of Palestine and that entire region of Judea, the Levant, all the other tribes, the diaspora, yada, 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 and so forth. So, yes, I still believe that the nation of Palestine, as you agreed, exists. Period.
I mean, that's very nice, but if we're looking at how, like, the international community recognizes countries,
so they recognize
still
Palestine now, right?
Well, they've said they recognize Palestine, but the way the UN actually determines what's a country is not quite the same thing. It doesn't have defined borders.
I don't care about the UN. I'm talking about what the actual principled argument is.
I mean, in effect, the problem is it's not operating in that way. And in order for it to operate in that way, there has to be some sort of agreement that's come to between the two.
Yes, which
two
you
groups.
and I agree that Palestine exists. Therefore, the West Bank and Gaza should be free from Israel's control. So the people who are being bombed right now should be not bombed and should be given access to the flotillas. Which, how do you feel about that one?
About the flotillas?
Yes.
I mean, I think it's probably pretty stupid to go sailing through a blockade.
Why?
Why?
Because
I mean, okay, I'm on your side, but why is kind of you don't go through. I don't even care if you're under. You're probably gonna.
Yeah, whether you agree with the blockade or
yeah,
not.
So
like,
when
it's
the United
not
States
a good idea to go sailing through a blockade.
Yeah. I'll answer. So again, I want to give you the space and the time to really process why I asked why, because it's such a simple question. However, I have a very, very thorough answer. So a minute to you if you need it.
No, I don't think I do.
You don't need it. Okay, then answer, please.
I said because it's a dumb idea to go sailing through a blockade.
Okay,
whether you agree with the blockade
here's
or not.
my minute. So when I think about history and I think about the context of how the universe is played out, and especially being an American, there was a blockade on the United States by multiple countries such as the United Kingdom. And we lost our little UK fishy boy, who also is a diaspora Jew. And that is curious
Australia,
to me
but
because,
yeah.
well,
Same.
whatever.
Yeah.
Commonwealth. I misspoke.
Oh,
Yes,
got
yes,
you.
yes.
No, you're right. Yep.
So,
Sorry, I wasn't trying to be pedantic.
the idea is that the French also were dealing with some issues, and they assisted the United States in terms of their revolution towards freedom. And when that similar instance is happening to an oppressed people who are getting bombed, starved, attacked, berated, all this other misinformation that happens, especially on these apps that are being streamed publicly, then we may be able to see that there are some connections in terms of freeing people who need to be watered and fed and recognized from the land and the river to the sea. Period.
Have we ever considered
That doesn't
though, that
really
a lot of
change the fact that it's a terrible idea to go sailing through a blockade. Do I think
Yeah,
that
and
aid
there-
should be going into Palestine? Obviously, into Gaza, obviously, but that doesn't mean that it's a good idea for a bunch of random civilians to jump on a bunch of boats and go trying to sail through a blockade.
It's a bad idea, right? It's
Yeah,
a bad
it's-
idea, right?
It's a bad
yeah,
idea.
it
It's
is.
fucking
Yes, that is
stupid.
It's a bad idea, right? Olivia Rodrigo. Also, didn't she win that award? Anyway, she won. It was a bad idea. She won.
It is a bad idea to do that. Why isn't it a bad
Yeah,
idea?
like
Do you
why
think?
would you-
D-Day was a bad idea. A lot of people are going to die. Again, what is a
Yeah,
bad idea?
civilians are a
These
casualty
are
of
bad
war.
idea.
civilians.
Do you think that civilians are they should never, and it should be 100% possible that they are not casualties of
How
war?
much aid do you think that
If they
flotilla's even
willingly
bringing through?
fight, whoa. Okay, so hold on, Llama. You acknowledge them as civilians, which is curious. So if a nation
Curious.
state then bombs a bunch of civilians who are like, hey, we are not items of war. We are giving food and aid to a specific region that is crying for help, then that seems like a good idea to me, even though they might be killed because it's voluntary, right? So Greta Thunberg, who is Swedish, who is another country who I think is doing their best. They have issues with the Swami, just like the Norwegians and Finnish do. But anyway, it's the same issue. So yeah, that's how I feel. Thank you.
Well, how do they know they're civilians?
You're welcome to your feelings.
How do they know?
it's
No, how do they
public
know they're
information.
civilians? Oh, when they're
It's
on the
public
flotillas
information.
going through the blockade, they know the Israelis were able to divine that revelation that they were civilians.
The first flotilla was very public and very small and very weird because they abducted half of them. They released the others, and then we never really heard about it until Greta came back and was like, hey, I'm doing it again. This is really strange. Maybe we should do something about it. So then they had a bunch of international organizations, which now it's Article 5 and Article 4 in NATO and yada, yada, yada. So yeah, we're in World War III, everyone.
Do you
Sorry.
acknowledge that your answer was super non-responsive and you kind of just pivoted to something
No, it
that
was.
wasn't
I answered
Article
the first
4?
flotilla. Yeah, Zan,
In
please.
Article 5?
was the point that I
I
just
fucking
made
coughed. What?
was the point that I just made in terms of how would they know they're civilians? Like how could they
The
divine
first one.
like, reveal that information? And then you
The
started
first
going
one.
on about, well, it's real weird that the first
The first
flotilla
one.
that went through. Well, it's like who knows about the second and the third and the fourth and the fifth? Okay, maybe the first
And
there was
that's
some
what I'm
bad shit
saying.
that happened there. I don't know.
Whoa. So
like,
the
but you're
first-
you're saying all of it's like
No,
Israel
I
bad.
said if we want to make a distinction, then fine. However, the first one is very apparently clear to pretty much everyone that was peaceful. I was very specific in my language about flotilla. I never specified which one because there have been, at least at this point, hundreds.
so. Are we
But
playing?
yeah, the first
Are we
one,
playing semantics gotchas, or are we trying to have like a good faith conversation?
it is good faith because Jordan World has been really weird about typing and not muting and not being respectful. So I don't think it's good faith on his end. But
Have I not
Zan, yeah,
been
I really
respectful?
appreciate your Zen.
How have I
Because you
not
have good
been
insight,
respectful?
Llama. Please interrupt. And yeah, Jordan, whenever you want to respond, because which flotilla?
Any one of them. Sailing through a blockade is a dumb
So the first
idea.
one. So, dumb or bad? Because now you're switching up words. Is that good faith?
Dumb. It's a bad idea. It's a dumb idea.
Whoa.
You can
No.
use it
Those are two different
simultaneously.
things. Those are two
Oh
different
my
things.
god, this is fucking brain rot.
Don't use Jesus' name in vain. That's bad faith.
That's not. What?
What? Anyway, so
Did I say
dumb versus
Jesus? I'll
bad.
say
Can we
Jesus
understand
now.
that distinction? Because it semantics matters, right? Because bad. What does bad even mean? A bad idea. What? That's not a bad idea. That may be a dumb idea. It's not a bad idea. It's still a good
using them
idea. The good
synonymously.
outweighs the bad.
I don't
What?
think so.
What?
I don't think so.
Isn't
What? Because sorry, Llama kept. There was feedback because your mic might be a little off. But explain that again verbatim.
Are you
are
talking
you
to
asking
me?
me? Or I'm sorry, who are you asking?
Yeah, Jordan, because his mic is hot.
I said
hot
I was
mic.
using
I don't know
them.
if
I
anyone
was
can
using
see,
them
but it's green.
synonymously.
Whoa. Let me finish my question. So it's lit up the entire
Holy
time. So the
fuck.
feedback is really rough. I'm not able to understand. So Jordan, can you maybe mute when you're done talking? That way I can really understand when you're asking the questions. So can you again explain what you said?
I was using them synonymously.
So dumb and bad are synonymous.
I was using them synonymously.
So dumb. So Zen and Llama, can y'all highlight that Zan? Sorry, because Zan, blah blah blah. Dumb and bad are not necessarily exclusive to each other. Does that make sense? Thank you for muting. That actually helps me a lot.
You're welcome.
You're so welcome.
I took
Wait.
2 back-to-back hits. I'm lost. What's going on?
Out of curiosity, the first flotilla. Can I ask a question about this, just out of curiosity,
Sure.
from your perspective? The first one with the Greta Thunberg run, right?
Thunberg, yes.
That's the one you were talking about. What did you
She's
say
an
happened to those
activist,
people? What did
right?
you say happened to those people?
So, I know it got not abducted, but intercepted, and then half were arrested and released, and half were detained until they weren't. They showed their passports, like they were so transparent.
Okay,
I
so
mean,
did anyone die or get like violated? Was there something bad that happened there? I'm just curious.
I mean, the
didn't know
fact that they
exactly what had happened.
couldn't give food or help or assist is a bad thing.
Was the
Yes,
was the
I
aid
agree.
confiscated?
I don't know.
It was, and it was distributed.
How can you prove that? Are you sure? Because I don't know.
How can-
Okay, but, like,
They said
bro,
it was.
you can do that on the
That's
same
all I
exact
know.
level.
Can you prove that they didn't?
That's all you know. So burden of proof's on you. You made that claim. Anyway, Zan, what's up?
You're claiming
Wait,
that.
no, I'm
they-
asking
I'm
you.
gonna
do
be
you-
honest. It kind of sounds like here's something that's not equivalent because it's less harsh, right? I think if I'm say on the Mexico border, I'm on Mexico side, and I start going through a port of entry, or I go there somewhere where it's not a port of entry. I'm just going through the gates and shit, and it's a manned station and shit. And I try to walk over it. I'm a U.S. citizen. I got all my shit. I'm fine. I'm gonna start walking. They're gonna fucking detain my ass. They're gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing, bro?"
Yeah.
And they're gonna be asking questions out the ass. Let alone if we're in wartime with that fucking nation, or if there's Houthi pirates trying to bomb your shit constantly. I'm probably gonna be you're gonna get detained.
Wait, why are the Houthis in Mexico? That doesn't make any sense.
No, he's like using it as a relevant example.
Yeah,
That's not
Mexico
relevant
is-
because that's not comparable. Because it's
Okay, let's
Yeah, I
say
said
it
it-
is.
I said it
Let's
was
say it's
even less
MS-13.
harsh.
Let's say it's MS-13. Sorry, which is apparently a designated
No, I'm
terrorist.
saying
MS-13 is
is
not
that
Mexican either. That's not Mexican
You're trying
either.
to cross an armed border. Is that kind of like it, right?
Yes, and your
Okay, so
similar
our
comparison
US
would
border
be Germany
is-
in World War II, right? So
No.
Berlin, the Berlin airlift.
Wait, you guys
yes.
can still hear me.
No,
Actually,
my
I don't know why I'm
example, I
being
don't
so
know.
Yes.
quiet.
The
You guys
fucking
can
my
hear me
example,
even
I
when I'm
brought up
muted.
Berlin. I said Mexico.
Yeah, because you're making a false equivalence. But all right, we're losing.
No,
So
absolute
You
truth.
Jordan's been
agreed
really
with
quiet.
me. Don't try to pivot. You agreed with me that they're both armed borders. Me trying to cross it is a
No, they're not. I didn't agree to that one.
You don't think the
So
American
you
border
don't think
is
the
unarmed?
U.S., the American-Mexico border is an armed border?
Not all of them. So Tijuana is very different
said
from the Rio, which also is very large, which is different
in
from.
general.
You can't do that because there are also certain points that the Gazans are trying to get the flotillas from,
Okay,
who are
hey,
from the
guess what?
Suez in Egypt.
I guess America isn't military armed enough. We don't have one on every square inch of our fucking U.S. soil. We don't have a tank. So we aren't really that militarily armed, are we?
I would agree to that.
I'm gonna blow
So,
my
again,
brains out.
It
in
doesn't
front of
make
you.
sense how. So do you know that Rafah? There's two Rafahs, right? There's Rafah Egypt and Rafah Gaza, and the flotilla was going from Tunisia, if you remember, the second. Well, no, the first one too. Went from there to Rafah.
He's not
and
bringing
then
up.
at Rafah,
I
Egypt,
know he's not bringing
Israel
up the
was like,
Egyptian
"Do not
border.
come closer."
I
And they were
know
like, "We
he's
are
not
literally
doing
going
that.
to the Egyptian border," which is what Moses did.
He
And so it doesn't make any
is-
sense to me that this is happening. So again,
the
Jordan's
first
being real
flotilla?
quiet.
Wait, the
Moses,
first
like
flotilla?
the theological person?
No, it just historically makes sense because the diaspora is true, just as Jordan highlighted. Which again, I want to check in with a Jew.
Wait, no. I'm so sorry.
Sorry?
You just said the first flotilla was trying to
shit?
go to Egypt?
It went
the first
past Egyptian. It went past Egyptian waters to get to the other Rafah.
Was it trying to go to Egypt, though?
No, it was going to the other Rafah, which was on the border of Egypt. It literally is. It's like Kansas City. Do you understand that? Like Missouri and Kansas shared Kansas City.
I understand what you're saying, but I thought the claim that you had stated was that the flotilla was going to
No,
Egypt.
it was going to Gaza, which was specifically towards Rafah, which is where a lot of the people are stuck.
This is rough, dude.
Got you.
This is pretty fucking rough.
So you're upset that the Israeli government, though,
yeah,
detained
exactly.
these people, didn't confiscate the aid, and let them go?
I'm irritated they didn't just recognize that it's a humanitarian crisis and it was peaceful, which was the initial claim, right? Yes. So Jordan,
like, well, then that's back to the question about like that's back to the thing I said. How are they supposed to divine that?
Right. So a dumb idea versus a bad idea. It's a dumb idea, maybe. I still think it's a good idea because I think helping people is a good idea.
Okay. If you want to parse it out like that, I don't have a problem with that distinction.
Cool. So why do you think it's a bad idea to help people?
No, I would say on that
that
distinction it
because
was
that's what he's
dumb
saying
idea.
is that it was a peaceful flotilla that was designed to aid, and that was denied.
To be clear, based
also,
on the distinction,
1, 2, 3, 4.
Based on the distinction you just outlined, I would say it was a dumb idea.
Wait, sorry, the feedback is still really bad.
Are you? Is everyone having trouble understanding me?
I'm not having trouble.
Might just be me. Sorry,
Okay.
I'll work on it.
Is this a little better?
A little.
Okay. Based on the distinction that you just outlined, I would say it's a dumb idea. I'm not making any moral claims about it.
Thank you. I appreciate that concession. All right, so we have 2 other people here who want to chime in.
There's a concession. I was never really making a moral claim
You don't need to
about
qualify
it, but okay.
that. It's just true. It's just a fact. I know. Feelings don't matter over facts. So again, I want to help the people who are starving and being bombed to obliteration. So we have 2 other people here.
How many? What's
Bro,
the civilian
virtue
death
signaling.
total up
Oh
to
my
in
God.
Gaza? I'm not familiar with
Oh
all
my
like,
God.
the numbers currently.
Too many. I don't know.
65,000 total. There's not really a breakdown of civilians or combatants.
How many people live in?
Millions.
2 million.
Gotcha. Yowza.
Yeah, so this is the beginning. And again, I initially started with cultural genocide, which that kind of got glossed over because now we're talking about the flotilla. But I still think that there's still
You brought up the flotilla.
Interesting aspects with the Chazed. What the fuck was that? Jeddah. What was it called? The tax that we were bitching about. Do y'all remember that little conversation?
Jizya.
Yeah, jizya. So what about the jizya?
I wasn't here for that part of the conversation, so I'm not
what do you
sure.
think about it?
Yeah, I wasn't
what
a part
do you
of
think
that
it
as
is?
What do I think about a jizya?
Llama, you totally were. Don't bullshit.
The jizya thing? Not really. I mean, I kind of came in at the end. I was eating when it was happening.
Shimothy. Actually, Shimothy might be a healthy balance because I don't really like him, but he's at least smart.
I'm not going to be in favor of a tax essentially to live in a nation.
Really?
While being able to respect your own religion. I think you should be able.
Holy
everybody
shit,
should be taxed
Palestinians
equally.
don't pay any taxes towards Israel to exist there, with their little visas and stuff.
I think you're misunderstanding
Just
what I'm
curious.
saying.
No, no, no,
I don't
no.
agree
That's
with
exactly what you said.
jizya.
You admitted that Palestine's a nation state. So if you think that a
No,
person shouldn't have to
I did
pay,
not. I said I would
He
like
actually
it to
well,
be.
did.
What
no,
are
no,
we
no.
even
That is
up
the
to?
case.
What?
You've
Hey,
said that is the
Timothy, we're
case.
talking
That
about
doesn't
Israel
actually
Palestine.
make it the
So
case.
Timothy,
Oh.
I just want an orientation point because you seem neutral. Where do you stand on Israel Palestine? Just so also you're being recorded and live streamed right now, so be very careful with what you say.
Oh, by Llama?
Yeah, he knows
No,
that.
by Jordan.
Both of us.
I've already been reported my work. They don't care either.
That's fine. So anyway, how do you feel about Israel Palestine?
Both sides sucks. It seems like
Yes,
Israel is
babe.
starting to commit to a genocide. I don't know. Starting to. They weren't previously, but now they're kind of breaching that territory.
Thank you.
Did
Okay,
you
but
vote
who-
for? Did you vote for Kamala? No, did you vote for Kamala Harris?
Me?
No, X.
No, I voted down ballot.
No, I'm asking.
Why?
Did you vote for the top of the ticket either side?
I voted down ballot. I said what I said.
Okay, if you're saying so, then if you left that answer like not marked for Kamala Harris, then like you care. Like I think that you don't care as much about it as you say you do.
So
in
you
that
understand
case.
that the electoral college is also corrupt. So I knew that I lived in a heavily blue state. So no matter what the fuck I voted for, she was gonna supposedly win, and yet she didn't. So I don't really feel bad about it.
No, that's not the point
That's
I made.
actually
You can
really
pivot.
No, it is.
You can pivot
All right,
really hard.
Zan. Yeah, Zan, can you explain why that's actually the case?
I just think that's cringe. You don't care that your own party lost, and now we're in a timeline.
My own
like,
party?
shit's
We're in a
going
Whoa. I got clocked as a leftist earlier, so that doesn't make any sense either. So again, if my state is heavily blue, such as Massachusetts or Minnesota,
I think if you're a
This is
leftist who does not
rough,
care
bro.
about the liberal policies or the actual real life democratic policies that affect people versus Republican policies that also affect people in different ways, then I
Jesus
think you
Christ,
need to
guys. Does
genuinely
anybody else want to
touch
join
grass,
us in this? Or
go get a better job, become a big boy, mature, touch grass again, maybe go out with someone, live life, and experience shit.
I
You
love
do
my
not know
job
what
at
the
a
real life is.
high prestige university that Shimothy knows about with my
See, this is
amazing, beautiful
cringe.
partner.
This is why
And no.
you exist
Let
in
me
this
because you
ecosystem of
Ziggs, that's probably
2020.
pretty
again,
smart.
make the math work. So
yeah,
if I
like
were to
this is
actually
such a
talk to
hardcore
20
leftist
that would make
cope
more
right now.
sense, right?
The virtue
It's
signal
illegal.
is.
So
Woo.
if you
wonder
actually
you
understand
joined
how
the
the politics
PCD.
work, so Shimothy, explain for them how retarded they are. Because again, I don't really like you, but you're smart.
Okay, well, first of all, I don't know what you want me to explain, but tell me what you want me to explain.
The idea that if I live in a blue state and I don't vote for the president to be that everyone wants, which is
Yo,
Mamala,
John, what's
but that doesn't
up?
fucking make a
Welcome,
difference
buddy.
because
Good
if
to
it's
see
still gonna go
you.
blue if I vote or not, it doesn't really
Hell
matter.
yeah, brother.
But
It does
down
matter,
ballot, it
though.
does.
It quite literally matters because Trump literally nonstop.
I also have to say hi to
strokes
all of
himself
you.
off over the fact
Ziggs,
that he
Van
won the
Kirk,
popular
yeah,
vote, so it
yeah,
100% matters.
Sleepy,
And he only won that shit by
Barcode,
like
That's
what?
also
Blue
not
Collared.
true.
I'm
That's
so
not true.
fucking stoked
You're saying
you're
it's
all
not
here.
true that Trump
I
doesn't
didn't
jerk
get to say
himself off
hi
over winning the
because
popular
this was
vote?
going on before, but what's up, y'all?
Well,
I love
also,
y'all.
it's not true that he won, and two, it doesn't matter
That
that
he
people are
won?
appealing towards
Wait,
it because
what?
the electoral college is
Oh,
what matters.
no.
Again, the electoral
Wait, do you
college is
not
what
think that
matters.
Trump won the election?
Okay, but like,
No,
dude,
he didn't.
Wait,
do you
whoa,
not
no.
understand
Whoa,
that
pause.
it's about
Zan,
a
you're not
thing?
gonna go past this.
Okay.
They
Yeah,
don't
like
believe Trump won
what's
the
the
election.
evidence for that?
The popular vote, the difference, right?
It was pretty
Wait,
small.
I just want to be
After
clear.
all the ballots came in,
Let me go.
she still won.
Holy
She
fuck,
didn't,
let me go
though.
really fast. Okay, number one, if you go for Donald Trump or not, doesn't really matter in terms of like having an effect in
Fair
the
enough,
world, but
Van
definitely
Kirk.
annoys. It definitely gives Trump more support if you don't vote. If you
It's
vote
really rough, bro.
non-Kamala. Number two, I don't know why you're trying to pretend like you have a job at a university. We both know you're homeless and live in your car, and you lost a job and do drugs. That's weird. Number three. Why the fuck do you care so much about Israel Palestine when there are literally people being disappeared in our country? If you want to focus on this, folks, in your local municipalities, local states, getting Congress members, writing letters, that's things you could actually do. I've written Tammy Duckworth and fuck the other guy, Dick Rubin or something like that for my state. I'm constantly getting calls during like every other month. So like there are things you can do. I don't think that the presidential vote is the biggest thing, but I also think that like your attitude of like inactivity and caring about Palestine,
Yes.
like you don't
I
actually
do-
know what's going on in your own world and doesn't like actually know how you can have an effect on like real like people around you.
Fuck,
So
I'm gonna stroke your.
I have
cock. Holy shit.
a temperature, sort of like a taking temperature question here. Do you think the situation in Gaza would be better or worse or the same with Kamala Harris as president?
maybe 1,000 times better with Kamala Harris.
I mean, I figured you said it, but I was asking X.
Oh, sorry.
Wait, what?
Do you think the situation in Gaza would be better, worse, or the same under with Kamala Harris as president? Llama, do you? I guess he's having trouble hearing me. Llama, do you maybe want to ask it for me?
No,
instead
I
of
thought
you?
Timothy was trying to ask me something. That's why I was distracted.
Okay.
No, I'm done. Answer his question.
Repeat it again.
Sure.
You have to be
do you think the situation in Gaza would be better, worse, or the same with Kamala Harris as president?
No opinion.
Oh my fucking god.
I'm not a seer. Why would I answer a stupid question?
I'm just
I want-
asking.
why would you
I'm
not
just
use
asking
those
in
words?
your
not
own
use those words?
estimation.
Actually, no, actually,
In your own estimation.
No, stop. I have a better
better with Jill
question.
Stein.
Let's have a better question then for this. Do you think the country was better under Biden? Do you think that the situation for Israel-Palestine was better for the Palestinians under Biden or under
Biden?
Trump?
No. I didn't want either of them, which is
Wow.
why I also
No, between the
That's
two
not
of
what
them.
he asked.
No, I asked you very specifically. You don't have to.
There
like,
it is.
You don't have to like imagine what the answer would be. Which is worse? Which is worse, under Biden or under Trump? What is
hold on,
worse for the
actually,
Palestinians?
Wait, do you mean Biden 1 or Biden 2? Because that was also the feature is that Kamala got
Biden 1
put in.
or Biden 2? What do you mean?
What?
I'm asking specifically about Biden's presidency.
Right.
when he was in office.
And Biden was supposed to run again, and
The
then
fuck
he
is
didn't.
Biden
And
do?
then
I don't know
got
why you're
over.
obfuscating and pivoting so
No,
hard
it's
right now.
not.
Did you
No, that's
just get a
legitimate
concussion?
concern.
Did you
That's
just
a
get a
legitimate
concussion
reason
with
not
how
to
hard you
because-
fucking just pivoted? Holy shit!
That's
I asked you
not-
very
it's
specifically
pivoting. That's why we're
between
asking non-sequitur
Biden,
questions.
You are
very
pivoting.
specifically between
Yeah,
Biden's presidency
Dan,
and Trump
yeah,
currently.
People are getting worked up. I hear it.
I'm not worked up. I'm asking you, and you're not
That's
answering.
why we're yelling.
That's
He's
just how I
saying a
talk.
non-speculative
Biden
question,
1
so
versus
you
Megan
said
1,
it's
Biden
wild.
2 versus
Yeah,
Megan
Dan,
2.
do you at least understand the connection?
Wouldn't be
in
so
terms
hostile.
of
I know. I
everything
don't
else that's going
understand
on
why
with
the
how Biden
hostility
was
is
supposed
so
to be
strong.
There in part 2.
I don't get
wasn't,
this. Like
and then there were
have
also
I he keeps saying
obfuscation
I've been
in terms of Bernie
disrespectful. I don't
Sanders,
think
which
I've
is
been fucking
where I
I
disrespectful.
came
love
from
this
initially.
obfuscation right now.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna respond to that. I think no. First of all, no, I actually don't agree. I think your unwillingness to answer the question of if Biden or Trump were worse,
Yeah, exactly,
or Kamala
Ziggs. It's
or
really
Trump were gonna be
fucking
worse for
frustrating.
Gaza is absolutely.
I'm not somebody who
fucking
gets really
crazy.
pissed off
Trump literally
with
pre-election
somebody
said he
that,
wasn't
you know, if I
pushing
know somebody and I feel
fucking
comfortable and I get
normal,
into it and I feel like they're
like the
misrepresenting my
entirety of
argument
Gaza.
back to me,
home
that's
front
when I'm going to
property,
lose my
that's what he
shit.
wanted.
But like,
Home front property,
I'm
that's
trying to
there you
stay
go.
calm and have a conversation
Kamala,
with this
did she say
person
the
for
same
two
shit, or
reasons.
did she
Number
say
one, because
other
they
shit?
obviously are
That wasn't
virtue
even
signaling
fucking
leftists.
close.
And
Lie.
number two, they look
Nancy
super
Pelosi also
unhinged
fucked
when
that
I'm
bitch.
being calm as fuck and they're going off
Oh my
the
God, I don't know
fucking
why you
handle.
always
this
are
is why I
pivoting
know.
nonstop.
So this is
Always,
my point.
yeah,
is that
exactly.
I
The past
know.
hour that we've spoken, I've always.
I know
pivoted.
that you
You're
just
right.
Let's
need to
interrogate
get
this
out
then.
and you need
What's
to real
What's the
world
position?
Yeah,
politics
touch
shit
grass,
and
Dan.
get some
Touch grass.
experience.
Yeah, be a
You're
weeb.
asking for my
Maybe
opinion,
stop your
bro.
little hentai fetish and get cocked. Who knows?
He only gets cucked by me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I know, Llama. You can figure it out, but whatever.
But
Jordan,
this is
you
why I
wanna
know
be
you're
a stupid
indoctrinated,
board.
and this is
So
like
Crack
actually
and
kind
Devils
of
are
sad.
here, and
Like,
Timothy,
you're
good little try, but nobody actually took your bait.
You're
So.
too in your own
Oh wait,
head
actually,
to
Timothy,
even
you
realize
enjoy
that Trump
doxing
would be
people and being a
worse.
pedo, so enjoy that one. Wait, where's
Hey, you
Joel?
stupid bitch!
Hold on,
Hey, you
I'll
stupid
touch
bitch!
Joel.
Get off your phone, pussy!
Where's Joel?
Oh
Get off
Yeah,
your
my
phone!
God.
Get off your
Touch
poor
grass,
ass fucking
Zan.
flip
Touch
phone!
grass.
Get off your
Touch
poor ass
grass.
flip phone
Touch
and start
grass.
sucking my
Touch
dick, bro.
grass.
Hey,
Touch
I'll
grass.
go touch grass once you come like suckle these nuts, bro.
Ew, your tiny little clit, never. I'm too
My
saggy
tiny
for
little
that.
clit,
You're
never.
not that cute. Enjoy being a
You couldn't even
goiper.
try it.
Actually, Llama,
Yeah.
remember that first
I'm a
goiper?
liberal retard.
He's just
You're an actual retard. This is what's
Yeah,
wrong
little
with America. This is the wrong. See, this is
This
what's
is
wrong
America.
with the left. You're just getting muted
So
because you sound like a
Jordan's having
dipshit.
a great little
Have
time
fun,
with his
retard.
podcast, fapping
This was
away
a
to the
What's
crash
the
fact that
out.
question
you're
you were gonna
not
ask me?
a real
Sorry,
man.
this is Llama. What was the question you were gonna ask me?
Yeah, so I just wanted to know how your position of Israel-Palestine works into all this.
Do you think Biden's first presidency, or when we were under Biden, like his presidency, was it worse for
Yeah,
Gaza
for real.
than it currently
Jesus.
is under Trump? Or was it about the same, or do you think it was better for Gaza?
It was about the same because he didn't fix the shit that Trump set up. And then think about it, with even Obama. So really, follow the thread. Rip Jimmy Carter, like go far back. Fuck Clinton, fuck all them. I hate the establishment. I don't want to burn it all down, but we need to. I was for Bernie. I'm still for Bernie.
Okay.
So you're saying that
I want to say I appreciate that you're not an accelerationist. That is worth something to me. We might disagree on this shit, but I do appreciate.
Let me
that.
ask him one question, okay? Here's a question for you, Bex. Who do you think would be a good person to put in power?
Holy shit, Timothy!
He said Bernie.
My question would be
this: 88-year-old Bernie.
No, Nancy Pelosi lies. How do you know that Bernie
Look
Sanders
at me
isn't lying?
in futility,
logic?
trying to like bring him back to be more reasonable by saying a nice thing. Why do I do that? Why the fuck do I even do that, bro?
Okay, Kamala Harris has a good
Holy
track
shit.
record too.
No, she doesn't. She was a
Yeah, I
prosecutor
thought
for
you're right. Yeah,
California.
yeah.
Fuck
Isn't
her
he
and
an
Gavin
Israel
Newsom,
cuck
who
now to
everyone's
them?
cucking
What the
over
fuck?
For 2028, and I
Wait,
hate that.
pause. Pause. Wait, what's wrong with her being a prosecutor?
She has good
Van
Kirk, you're absolutely right. You're comparing two different presidents, not the entire history. I know, but this person cannot answer a specific question. They can't just bite a bullet
she stopped trans
because they know it makes them look
sex
fucking weak.
too, or would you have preferred she didn't?
That's what I was trying to do. You gotta butter him up a little bit. You gotta butter him up.
Do good things, but
wait, how much of
you have to be nice to him?
It's never for good reasons to take sex traffickers off the street.
All right, so
there's malicious reasons behind doing that.
Whoa. Okay, so Zan and Llama, you are the only two that were here for this conversation, but mens rea versus actus rea. Do y'all remember that little tidbit I had?
No, I don't, because you're trying to imply that. I do remember what you're saying. You're saying that, well, if you commit an action, you should still be held accountable for the act.
Right.
There's a difference between manslaughter and murder for a reason.
Exactly. The implication is that manslaughter equals murder if you're equating the intention with the action.
Which is the problem. Which is why that's bad.
I do agree that she maybe had good intentions with her position, because she was a woman of color, so she was also preyed upon. It was disgusting. I don't blame her for that. What I don't trust
it has to go back to identity politics.
I even say AOC, Jasmine Crockett. There are younger people that we can defer to
that she would be better.
We should align with. And
for
I
Gaza,
don't want to trust
the only thing you give deference on is the identity politics.
Okay, that's fine.
portion.
I understand that. Do you realize that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is like 100,000 times closer to me than she is to you?
Are you serious?
No way.
Bartender in New York.
I'm 100%. I'm not talking about her. I'm not talking about her as a person. I understand.
Can you leave
I understand that you only operate based off of.
Oh, I don't want to get into a screaming match with somebody this
I understand that.
I'm not going to win
that. The reason that you don't think about things in terms of like actual policy positions and like the actions in which someone takes and like the entirety of their background and history, but like it's not just about whether or not they were a bartender or they said mean things in 3rd grade to some kid or some racisms when they were a middle schooler playing Xbox. It's about what you actually do when you're in office that matters.
Can I ask a question about logical?
And you have no idea what I've done, and you have no idea what I do, and you don't really care. So, Timothy, I don't really want to talk to you anymore. I have other people to tend to, so I'm going to help my community in Richmond, Virginia. Again, Zachary Perry is running for office.
She's gonna, he or she or whatever. Oh, they left.
I was going to say, I enjoyed trying to have a conversation. I did.
In their car.
They live out of their car?
Yeah.
I thought the community. When I said the community when she said the community thing, or he, sorry, said the community thing, I was gonna say like the voices in your head.
Transphobe, unbelievable, Llama.
Also, I just want to point out, whenever somebody like brings up that Kamala Harris was a prosecutor with drugs, make him walk it to the logical extent, the logical end. Then, do you think that prosecutors should just not follow the law?
Yeah, hold on. Okay, so that was
Clip.
one of my main points. But Llama, dude, at least hear me out before. I'm saying identity politics isn't everything because that person only deferred to identity politics. and
I
refused
was
to look at any
just saying
kind of
that to my stream. Holy
situation.
shit.
And yet,
I had the
dude,
same
at
point.
Yeah, at
I'm
least
so
just
sorry. Wait.
listen.
Okay,
for
no,
a
no,
minute,
that's
dude.
fair. No, it wasn't that I didn't like you or what you
No,
said.
dude,
I was
it's-
just
it's
it was
not-
just the middle of the
listen,
conversation
it was
we were
an overreaction.
having.
It
No,
was an
no.
overreaction. You can claim it. That's fine. I get it. We can move on.
Yeah,
But,
100%.
like,
Which is why I
identity
unmuted you. I
politics-
wasn't actually trying to keep you muted. I just needed to.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yep.
It's okay.
Continue
But
on.
like I was only here for the end of that. But every single time you guys brought up a position or like a suggestion or even a question, it only came back to identity politics. Well, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. But like, I'm a bartender in New York. It doesn't matter. What is she doing in office, and what is she gonna try to do? But
Yeah, that's the point I was
Kamala Harris,
making, yeah.
she's as a prosecutor. She prosecuted her fellow black and brown people. Yeah. Black and brown people also do bad things. White people also do bad things. If you're a prosecutor, you're going to follow the law. You're going to execute the law. You're going to do your damn job. Like,
Nice.
there's no
I
logic.
agree.
Thanks, Van Kirk.
Baron, I agree to you, but why does it sound like you're trying not to wake up your parents? Why are you talking like that? Come on, man.
I'm holding a baby.
Oh, holy shit. Well,
Oh.
Get
W.
fucked, asshole.
God, I'm a dick. I'm so sorry.
It's all
Fuck.
good.
Congratulations.
All right.
Hey, you know what you have to do.
I'm happy. You know what?
I
I'm
want
happy
to.
for you.
Wait, I
Good
do
job,
kind of want to
man.
add one thing
Pie
to
in
the
my
end of that.
face.
Yeah, congratulations, man. I do want to add one thing to what he was saying because I was saying this to stream while I was muted because this was driving me fucking crazy. We were asking like, do we think Kamala would have been better for Gaza than Trump, right? And then of course the answer was, I'm not going to answer this. The only thing that he was willing to grant Kamala was that she was a black woman and had to deal with like a bunch of identity politics shit, and that was so frustrating for me because it's quite obvious that the situation in Gaza would probably be better under Kamala than it would have been under Trump. You know, the Biden administration actually pressured them to let food aid in at the beginning of the war when they were doing a full blockade. She said she was at least going to continue some of his policy in the way that he approached it. And on top of that, it seemed like she was going to push a little bit harder than he would on Israel. So not being able to move even a little bit on that, I thought was super bad faith.
Not to mention that
But
she never,
Harris
when
is
she
a
was running, she
minority,
never
so-
made any jokes about leveling Gaza.
Right,
The West
turning it
Bank.
into like a casino. What were you
Steamrolling
going to
it.
say, Baron?
So, sorry.
No, it was an exaggerated, like it was a hyperbolized point of that person's position. But Harris is a minority. You can't attack her. She's a minority. But like
Right.
to be perfectly
Right.
clear and direct, I am on the left and I am in favor of Harris over Trump. But in my opinion, that person that we just listened to is a really perfect embodiment of what's wrong with the Democratic Party. Like there's no
Democratic
logic
Party,
behind
no, I
it.
disagree with
Agree.
you. No. I disagree with you insofar as
They're
that's
not
a
Democrats.
widespread issue. It's not widespread issue. Yeah, and they're not Democrats. Yeah,
They're leftists.
Fair, left.
Yeah.
they're just
The
loud.
American left.
They're loud and proud. Are you hopping on, Zan?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Sorry. Back to what you're saying.
No, it's just like I would love to see more like
Okay.
logical and reasonable representation, but that's an example of the farther extremities of the left wing in America, and they're not doing any kind of good to the cause that I would like to see furthered in the country, and it gets me as equally frustrated as listening to MAGA people.
Well, and another huge issue that I have with it is that like that isn't even the majority of the party. In fact, it's like if we look at actual voting history, we're talking like 20% of the party tops, but they are by far the loudest wing of the party, and so the rest of us get roped
Because they're
in.
the ones that are most highly represented and successful in representing themselves on social media and appealing to the younger
Exactly.
generation. And
And so the rest of
I
us who are
guarantee
actually
that person,
reasonable
by the way.
people in economics, who are reasonable people in, foreign relations, that we get roped in with the rest of them, and then, the
Yeah.
Republican Party is able to paint all of us in that light when it's not an accurate representation of what most Democrats
to be fair, the
believe.
people who are more interested and well versed in policy and nuance are harder to actually attack and have a conversation with when all you want to do is get on Discord and have a blood sports screaming debate and call people retard. Like that's all. If that's all you want to do, the left represented by that person is.
I love
perfect
doing
for-
that. I love calling people retarded
I got
on
a
Discord.
great, I got
Me
a
too.
great debate
Board
topic.
is
that'll
for.
Okay,
Sorry, what's
here's
up,
the here's the debate topic, right? What do
Hell
you guys
yeah.
define as secret police? The next question: what is moral to do to secret police?
Um,
Oh,
if they try,
man.
So if they are you okay, I can give a great example of like
Before you say
secret police.
uh,
Yeah, I'm
before you
sorry, you go.
say, what do you define as secret police?
Police that do not have any form
True,
of
Ziggs. True.
well, no, there can be police officers that are like in unmarked vehicles. I think that well, fuck. I actually know. Someone else take this. I feel like this is more complicated than I was thinking.
Are we referring to like?
Not identify themselves and do not follow common civil code.
Are we
Yeah,
like,
they don't
referring to,
follow
like,
the law,
ICE?
right?
Oh wait, are
They
these
might
people
be
that were
law, but they
calling
don't follow
secret police?
common civil procedure for like detaining you. So if they just like jump out, grab you without identifying you, and throw you in a van, that's secret police.
Yeah,
by
Van
definition.
Turk.
Agreed,
I
okay,
bet
yeah,
you
I
that
understand.
person didn't know
Are
anything
we
about
assuming that
Israel
these people who are
Palestine
being called secret
until
police have
like
some sort of
October
like official
7th.
authority that's not fraudulent, something that's like actually recognized by higher levels of government?
Authority, you can have like there could be legal secret police. Like Congress could, in theory, pass legislation to make a secret police. I'm not talking about legality.
True.
I'm talking about
The Gestapo famously existed in Germany.
Not even that, but like for example, ICE before they got more brazen and started wearing their badges, we saw multiple videos and multiple instances of them being in plain clothes and beginning to arrest people in certain situations, and it was completely forgiven, right?
yeah. I'm saying ICE by my definition, qualifies as secret police. And the next thing I'd say is that morally, I have no qualms with people assaulting them.
And I don't think it should be illegal to assault them if they don't identify themselves in any way.
No,
Especially
I
with
think
the revocation of habeas corpus.
Identification is the problem to me. It's the
It's not
It's
just
the-
identification, right? It's
follow
also
process.
it's the probable cause too, right?
no failure to follow process, right? They have to have Miranda rights. They have to actually detain publicly. They have to warrant for your detainment and like a reasonable cause. They have to bring you to a jail. They have to put you through like civil procedure. None of that's ongoing, so that's why I consider them secret police.
I think from like
Actually,
a
I would-
legal
I would
perspective,
stand on
if you haven't like identified yourself properly as law enforcement, I think the idea that someone could use self-defense against you, I think that would be very interesting to see how that plays out legally, like actually.
You mean like an illegal? Do you mean like
In
an
a legal
illegal immigrant
context.
shooting? Like, do you mean like an illegal immigrant shooting an ICE person who didn't identify themselves, so they think they're getting kidnapped, something like that?
Yeah, that would be a very interesting legal case. I mean, I
agree.
imagine in
I agree
this,
100%.
like if that got to the Supreme Court, I feel like we know how they would rule, but I still think I'd like to see how it would go through in the lower courts first.
I think the killing of ICE agents without like obviously disregarding self-defense, I think just killing them like in principle is a moral wrong. But that's my opinion.
I agree. I
No,
don't
I think
think
it's more. I would say I honestly
I generally
think it's
would agree that I'm not okay with killing ICE agents in general. But like, if you're talking about like somebody trying, without properly identifying themselves as law enforcement to like arrest you or detain you, like,
Yes, I
and
can
then
understand
you potentially resisting, I think that would be very interesting to see how that would run out legally in a court.
well.
Okay, I have two. The first one would be that I think that any ICE agent who is not following civil procedure, which means you have broken a crime. So, for example, the Supreme Court has said that
Be
if
for
you
My bad, I
that's
just go back from paying.
cause, then I would say that is not following civil procedure. It's a violation of your Fourth Amendment rights. If somebody were to walk up behind that dude and stab him in the neck, I would have no problem with that moral action. The next one is
I mean,
that
but they
also,
don't know that though.
what do you mean they don't know that?
We don't know every ICE agent who conducts this action. We can't assume every ICE agent
Wait.
is inherently doing something illegal.
And
by
also
nature.
walking up behind somebody and stabbing them in the neck.
Yeah,
I
so,
don't
like,
know.
If you just go up to somebody walking on the sidewalk, or outside of a Home Depot, and they say, "We're arresting you." Say, "What are you arresting him for?" And say, "On suspicion of being an illegal immigrant." Say, "Okay, show me your warrant." And they say, "I don't have to. I don't need to." Then I think that at that point they are acting as secret police. And once you're acting as secret police, you've lost all moral.
Unfortunately, due to the latest Supreme Court rulings, it's been upheld that they don't technically need a warrant to detain you on suspicion of being an illegal immigrant. So in court, that would not hold.
It's not even that they don't
Also, to be
need a
fair, if
warrant.
you're
They
gonna-
also
if you're gonna
don't.
make your moral argument, not illegal.
They can also
Yes,
racially
Casper,
profile
we
you.
are-
That's
we
what
are
that
off
last
Israel
Supreme
Valley.
Court ruling stated.
But also, if you're going to take the legal defense of
Wait, they can
self-defense,
racially
you actually have
profile
to-
you if you're in Los Angeles. Is what the ruling was.
And if you're in Los Angeles at a bus stop or some other pickup site,
or like a day
at
laborer
a
place.
hardware store, yeah, or in your apparent ethnicity is
Yes,
around
Barcode. They basically have,
and
but
Mexican.
legalized discrimination in Los
all you have
Angeles
is,
specifically.
the
Just to be clear.
Chief Commissioner of the IS actually says if you have a nose that looks, you have the nose or characteristics of the facial features that look brown,
That look Jewish as well.
not Jewish, brown, just brown.
Well, you said noses, so we all understand.
Getting
Yeah,
them is
I'm referencing what the Deputy Chief Commissioner of ICE said.
Here's another question though. What about like if
Tinder
people,
to trap dudes for
I think-
deportation?
if
Oh
I can
my
find a GitHub
god.
where people are doing this, where they're trying to run facial recognition on all the videos of ICE agents to dox them and their family and harass them. I think that's probably the most moral. Like, I'd be the most comfortable with that thing because I think that these people
Please-
shouldn't be allowed to
please
do
dox
that.
me and harass.
I'm a little uncomfortable
dox
about
ICE.
people's
I think
families
that's
getting
based.
doxxed. I feel like
It is
families don't
perfectly-
have anything to do with it.
Let's be fair and balanced here.
Please
Let's-
do it so I
after
can
the Charlie
point
Kirk
fingers back
After
to
the Charlie
Israel.
Kirk shooting, right, we saw a lot of left-wing people who are just stating their opinions, whether that's positive or negative against the Charlie Kirk thing. If they were explicitly left, we got like 200,000 people who were doxxed, and the government took almost no action until
I think
people
it is the
started
most
seeing consequences.
patriotic of duties
Itself
if you
was
dox your
doxing a
local ICE
16-year-old.
agent.
But the government itself, the White House account itself, was literally doxing a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
It is
So,
Charlie
if
Kirk,
we're gonna-
yeah.
It's
That was funny.
patriotic.
Well,
All we're doing,
that's
as
legal.
Americans, all we're doing is following the standards set by the White House, and I think that's the most American thing we can do.
True. You know what? You're right. We are following the standards set by the White House.
And
so
not to
in that
mention, we're
case,
also following the
dox
Constitution.
the ICE agents.
And following the Constitution. It's your legal duty to dox someone who's breaking the law and
Do I-
going against the Constitution.
Legal duty. I don't know about legal
Mom,
duty,
if you
but
want, if you
Well,
want
more
more
If
legitimately
they are
about, like,
breaking the
constitutional-
Constitution, then it itself
The point-
is a patriotic act to stand up against them. That if doxing
I believe
showbiz-
also
Yeah.
on that note, on a similar note, I
This is a
believe
little
it's
much for
important
me.
that
I get a little
order
iffy when we're
to,
talking about
like,
people's
to,
families being
the
affected. That
foreign
kind of
military
is a
that
tough
you,
one for me to get on board with.
like, or not necessarily foreign military. I don't know the
It's
exact
give no
word.
quarter to it's give no quarter to soldier because the English
Base
government was
base
forcing
Jew.
them up-
Yeah.
I'm
So-
sorry to interrupt you, brother. I'm
So
sorry to
all-
interrupt you, brother. I
go
didn't
ahead.
speak for a while here, but I would say that you're falling into a dialectical trap that the leftists do want you to fall into. Is that they are allowed to, get you at your job and dox you. But here's the thing about that. That is
can you show me a time in the government when there was Democrats in charge where they explicitly got people fired from their jobs?
He's talking about cancel culture.
I don't care about cancel culture. I'm
I am
talking about
talking about-
Democrats that were elected. The actual
I am
Yeah, like
not-
Democrat
actual
elected
using the
officials.
office.
if I
to
may
do
answer
so.
you-
Not
if I may-
random people on the internet doing it.
if I may answer you, it is not elected Democrats. It is ultimately up to people like special
Oh, okay,
interest
so
groups.
it's irrelevant.
Special interest groups.
Incorrect. There were multiple governors and senators of the Republican side post Charlie Kirk that were advocating for the doxing and for people to get fired for their jobs for this.
Oh yeah, I mean,
you said
Republic.
you
Hold on,
said
don't-
Democrats
if I
long.
may-
right-wing.
If I may, I'm going to support what you're saying, and I believe
Hey,
it is
hey,
a trap. I
hold on.
believe
Base
it
Jew,
is
let him
base
back.
Jew, if I may. It is a trap. If I'll be quick, it is a trap for people to fall into on the right that they could believe they could pursue this interest on the right in governance, especially of all places, to dox people or harass people in that way. I understand that the people leaning Democrat, special interest groups, people that are not actually in the part of governance in any way, will be utilized as weapons, right? But this is
You
not
have
the
to show
America
that,
that
though.
we're
You have to
fighting.
show that,
This
though.
is
You'd
not
have to
the
be able to
America.
provide- You'd have to
This
be able
is
to
not the
provide
America
proof
that we're
you'd have
fighting
to
for.
be able to provide proof that that's happening, though.
This
that
is
they're
not the
I don't
America
wanna
we're
make-
fighting
You would
for
have
on the
to-
right.
See, you would have to provide proof that Democrat elected officials were
Okay, but
instructing
you're
people to
missing
do
the
that.
point. You're
I'm not
missing
missing
the point.
No. You are doing a false equivalency between people on the
It's
left and the
not
right.
a false
We are not
equivalency.
the same,
I'm trying to tell you, the tactics of the left are not applicable to the right. The right cannot just pick up the tactics of the left unless they want to become
Hey,
a part of it.
Hey,
Oh,
Cyber,
so
what about
what you're
Ted Cruz? Hey, hold on. What about Ted Cruz's online database where anyone who wants to Charlie Kirk's funeral, where Ted Cruz
hold on.
organized
he,
have set up a
he
fucking
literally is
database of
responding to what you're
anyone?
saying, right? He just responded
I
to the
think
point
I
you
think
just
he's
made, Rotund.
supporting
He
our
literally
general
just
idea here.
Rotund, the
in general
point he
he's
just
supporting
made
the
was
idea.
that, well, Republicans can't use the same tactics Democrats use. The Democrat tactics,
And-
guess what? There's no
Catching
way
on
we can prove
Grindr's
that Democrats are
Fuentes,
doing that, but I believe that they're happening in that
true.
way. That's what you're
Well,
saying.
well, okay, well, let's just
Democrats are
understand that it is
Tiana?
people on the left. I mean, I can't prove.
Hey,
every
thanks for the
instance.
follow,
This
Any
would be
Broccoli.
ridiculous.
You have to
Appreciate
prove one
ya.
instance of Democrats doing it.
If
Just
you're
one.
doing it at the level of governance, then yeah, it is you know, I'm sorry to say, but like, yeah, then it would be just like unilaterally across the board, like totally just you can't
Unconstitutional.
support that.
Yeah.
So
okay,
you're
cool.
saying that you can't give me
This
one
guy-
example of a
this
Democrat
guy
in
sounds
office in any form of governance?
reasonable
No,
for
I
like
can't.
a
Public
MAGA
or
On the
secretly,
on the right.
directing people to dox people and get them fired for their jobs.
On
For
the
their
right,
public-
if you,
for their
on the
political
right,
opinion.
on the right, if you can do that, then you have a good fucking justification. On the left, but here's the issue: the right are
You do
trying to
realize,
weaponize.
right? No, you're not going to keep talking past this point because you're wrong. You're equating Republicans, Democrats to being the
As our
same, or
government
people on the left and
censorship
people on
shouldn't
the
care
right
about this
being the
person's
same.
feelings of a pitch
When the
between
people in
right-wing good
governance on
versus
the
left-wing
left
evil.
do not engage in the same
I'm
behaviors
still
that the
trying
people
to
on the
like
right
hear
engage in
his
terms
full
of the suppression
position
of free
because he
speech.
keeps getting.
I don't know
cut off.
why, and like getting people fired from their jobs. I don't know why you keep trying to say that. And I don't know why you're trying to
Is
talk
he
past
trying
it.
to equivocate?
I don't think I said that. I don't think.
Yeah,
I
I
said
don't
that
think he said
once.
that.
Yeah,
Cyber,
you
to,
did.
to elucidate. Hold on. Can I mediate for a second
Yes,
to elucidate? I think what Llama is like grabbing onto is you're characterizing cancel culture as like a political tactic, as a weapon of the left. And Llama's saying, well, maybe some crazy online leftists have done that, but no political figure has actually advocated or supported or excused doxing
in an
cancel
official
culture.
position.
So,
Absolutely.
in official position. However, so then
But that's
in general,
the
your first
distinction.
characterization of cancel
That's the
culture,
key
of
distinction.
saying like it's a weapon of the left, is where the contention is occurring. So can we just say cancel culture in general, not of the left or the right? Would
I
that
just
be
want
okay
to
to-
point out the official
Well,
position. is the
yeah,
only position that matters.
absolutely. I would come to that. I would come
Great.
to that conclusion.
Mama, is that
Cancel-
okay?
Cancel culture in general.
The reason why I would not like I don't even know if I'd want to concede on that is because Republicans and people on the right are uniquely bad because the people in governance, we have explicit calls to people to get fired for their expressing their opinions. Donald Trump has sued what are we up to? 4 different media organizations. He had launched a $1 billion fucking lawsuit against the New York
Street
Times.
Journal?
It did get dropped, I believe, but like still,
And the
it's
Wall
like
Street Journal?
that is uniquely bad in terms of like the chilling
have you
effect
ever heard
on
of
like
Blue
free
Anon?
speech.
Have you ever heard of Blue Anon?
Wait, New York
Like,
Times,
that's like-
ABC. I think there were threats on
CBS.
Wall Street Journal?
There was
The Wall Street
there were
Journal?
lawsuits of different major law firms as well in order to coerce them for do pro bono work
Oh,
for the
and the
administration.
Wall Street Journal. Don't forget them. They're very
Wall
important.
Street Journal. Yep.
So to bring it back, Cyber, are you able to accept that?
Very important difference, okay? On the right,
No, there is. This is like terror. This is like terrorism. What you're talking about. What you're talking about is a disparate groups of people that are funded in various ways to fucking put their opinions online, and that's fine. You know what? The right wingers, if they were smart, they would do the same thing, right? They could say, "Oh,
Could you provide
disparately,
proof of that happening?
We'll fund Joe Rogan, or we'll fund
Can you find proof that the Democrats are funding and supporting this? I guess.
I cannot. There's no proof here, but there
Then
is.
why would you
That's what's
believe
relevant.
it?
Whoa! Why would I believe it? Is because
Yeah.
what is the estimation of the conclusions made by people that are supported monetarily?
Doesn't
Did
supported?
the AP? Oh yeah, got
It's
kicked out of
just
the
like
White House
looking at
press
any
pool.
NGO.
That's true.
It's like, well, I can't prove that like this
I'm
NGO
gonna
in
say
my
that in a
country,
second.
this backwater country that has nothing to do with anything except for how much
Jesus
cobalt we have in our country, has anything to do with the goddamn thing, except for the fact that like we have an NGO here that started like a tumultuous fucking program aimed at like why we don't support.
Hey everybody!
gay
This
or
guy
trans
has
rights
to have
in a
gotten
very-
a fucking concussion from how hard he
Sir,
just fucking
sir.
whiplashed.
Hey,
Sorry,
hey,
another
hey,
another
hey,
thing
hey,
also
hey,
I
hey,
forgot
hey,
to
hey,
I
it
forgot to
doesn't matter, right?
mention. I forgot to mention AP got kicked out of the White House press pool, by the way, also for not calling it Gulf of America. That was another one.
That's fine. Look, man, I'm not. You
It's
think
not
I'm on
fine.
the right wing?
It's
You think
not
I'm on the
fine.
right or left wing?
I don't care what
hates-
side you're on. You're equating them to
Wait,
being
I
the
wanna-
same, and they're not.
I'm playing on a difference.
They are the same. In a liberal
They're
democracy,
not.
they are the same.
not.
Cyber, chill the
They're
fuck
not.
out. Listen for a second. Let's look at what happened with Jimmy Kimmel, right? The way the right cancels people is they use government. When they use government, they say the FCC will take your license away unless you cancel Jimmy Kimmel. The way the left cancels people is millions of people, millions of
Definitely
consumers go,
clip it.
I don't like that. And without any real rallying call from a politician, they organically just go, I don't like that, I'm going to stop buying your shit. That's called capitalism, it's called the free market. I thought that's what
Dude,
this side
this room
wants,
is
right?
getting... There's
What
too
the
many
rights do
my
is
people.
side?
literally called authoritarianism. That's by definition
You don't even know
authoritarianism.
my
Hey,
side.
Hold on.
You don't
hey,
even
hey,
know my
Cyber.
side.
Fair,
Hey, cyber.
I wonder,
I
can
can't
this guy
prove that
go
Jews
over
have space
water?
lasers, but they must exist. I can't prove it. There's no evidence
feel
for
like-
it, but it must be true.
Such a...
I feel like we're
Well,
still
honestly,
steamrolling-
Jews
Everyone's
are
still-
part of-
Everyone's
Look,
just speaking. Wait, there's way too many people talking. We need to
Yeah,
go
why
back.
don't we all speak at the same time? guys?
Check side chat. That's all I gotta say.
One.
Bye.
2, 3, say hey, hey, everybody, hey.
No, cringe!
Nobody? Okay, all right. That was just me.
The
Can I just say, maybe
cringe!
I got lost in the sauce
Hang
here,
on,
but
I know what I
Cyber,
need.
can you at least really
Oh no, I
succinctly
can't. Oh,
make your
dude, I
point
wanted to
Yeah.
do that.
premises?
Yeah. I'll
Wait,
try. my
I got
best.
it.
You are ultimately entitled to your opinion in a liberal democracy, but your opinion has no weight in a liberal democracy. So you wish you could obtain things that you can't, and that's the basis of our argument.
No, that was not the strong claim you
Wait,
made.
I
That's
wanted
just a
the Arab
random.
one.
I don't know.
No, that's
pontification.
what I'm
I don't know what
putting
that even has
forward.
to.
That's cutting through all the shit.
Here we
That's
go.
cutting through all the shit.
I think this is it.
Then I don't want to just talk about political philosophy, like pontificating on that. That's boring. That's
I've
super
read
irrelevant
more
to the
books.
real world.
I've read more
Oh, no.
important books than you have, I'm sure, at this point.
I also fucked your mom more times than you have, but at the end of the day, like, I don't know what that
No,
has to do with this
I've read my enemies.
Bro,
Trust me,
I
read my enemies.
I fucked your sister more times than you, so I think that I have
Okay,
a
you
higher.
can fuck my sister. I don't have a
I
sister.
have the
though.
I have the
I don't know what
authority.
you're
I have the
doing now.
authority in this
Do we go
conversation.
over
I have the
water?
authority.
I
We
guess
do
too,
go
but I don't
over
have a sister.
water.
I don't know why
It's
you'd
a
appeal to
fantasy.
I don't know why you'd appeal to books. How fucking cringe.
Hey, Cyber, have you
I've
ever
read I've read so many books, so I'm so intelligent.
No, I'm not saying I
I
read
have
so many
read
books.
so
I'm
many
saying
books.
I've
the
read
books-
so
I've read
many
the
books.
that are important.
Let me tell you, more books than all
I've
of
read
you
the-
have.
I've read the important books. I don't know if I
Wait,
all the
wait,
important
I'm-
books.
I'm,
Which books
I'm
have you
stupid.
read? Which books
You
have
can
you
make
read?
fun of you can,
Well, if
you
you're
can make
stupid, then
fun-
how can we trust that you comprehended those important books?
Don't worry about that.
Hey,
because
so,
I don't know
hold
how
on,
stupid
I have
you are.
one question. I have one question for Cyber. So, Cyber, what did you think of Fahrenheit 451? You said you read all the important books. Did you read
No,
that book?
I've
It's a very
never
important
read that book. No, I've never read 451. But I understand Granger. Yeah,
That's
but
that's
I
a
don't-
really
I've never read
important book. Let me tell you, that
1984?
book
What
is
about that?
so
Read
important.
1984?
No, fuck this random.
1984.
I know.
I've
I
watched,
love the guy, but
I've
he does
watched
kill me
the-
too
Okay,
sometimes.
well, you haven't read the book.
movies
Okay,
about that.
doesn't matter. You've never
It's
read
fine.
The
It's
book.
fine. I don't want to do random.
My grandma
like,
had wheels,
quizzes
she'd be
on
a bicycle.
books
No, no,
you've
I-
read. It's so
I was
irrelevant.
She'd
Those
roll
are two very
around,
important
okay?
books.
She'd
And
roll
you get
around
the-
I
so
don't think
good.
they're that important.
None
I
of
don't
you
terms
could
of,
roll
like-
around like my
You're the one who
grandmother.
brought it up. You're the one who brought it up, so I don't know why you would.
No,
It's
I
fine.
think I've read.
Not
I
this
think
one.
I've
Can we
read the
reset?
phenomenology of spirit, the science of
451,
logic.
indeed.
I think I've read postmodernist books. You want me to bring them out?
Cyber,
I
it
will.
doesn't seem you know what
I
you're
feel
talking
like-
about, Cyber.
I feel like we've gotten lost in the sauce
Postmodernism.
here. Can we try to reset the conversation for like a good second?
Well,
Yeah,
as
this
soon
is
as he
the root
started,
driver.
as soon as he started getting his asshole gaped, he started pivoting
Oh,
to
sure.
weird pontification.
Whoa,
which
whoa,
was like,
whoa,
I
oh,
whoa,
like, I like getting my asshole gaped as much
Oh,
as the next guy.
you,
That's
bro!
great.
I'm not smart. I'm not smart.
bring it
I'm
back to
telling
you.
you, I read the same shit you read. You think you're smarter
Sure,
than me?
okay. So wait,
go ahead.
Wait, then
I never said I was
can
smarter
we
than
disagree
you.
that saying can
I
we agree that saying cancel culture and that whole like doxing campaign is bad? Let's start on premises one. Cancel culture doxing campaign, getting people fired
Yeah,
for their
Cyber
political
was
opinions.
making some pretty unsubstantiated claims and then openly just refused to talk
Nigga,
about it, and then
I was raised. I was
fucking
raised by hookers and pimps. Like my whole life was like filled with like crackheads.
That's pretty cool.
You don't
No, you
understand
won't.
my life, and I fucking fulfilled the fucking
I
thing
don't
you
care.
cannot do. Is just read a simple
Your
I
book.
fulfilled.
destiny?
I
Just read a simple fucking
Did you
book.
fulfill your
I fulf-
destiny?
If
No,
you're not
I
able to
fulfilled.
do
No.
that, if you're not able
I
to do
fulfilled-
that, and you're
I-
trying to fucking own me, and I'm fucking bad off. I'm bad
Dude,
off.
I'm gonna
I
own
have
your
no
women pussy
fucking
so
basis
good.
to argue with you in a lot of ways, and I did the thing that you can't do. Then
You
please
finally
do
admit
it.
it. You finally admit it.
Then please
This
do
would
it.
be much more entertaining. If
But
this
you're
was just a
retarded.
fucking
You're
joke straight
retarded in
about
my
fucking
lens.
John
You don't
Claude
understand
Van Damme.
anything about reality in my lens.
Clive,
I'm
just shut the
fucking.
fuck up. You
I'm a
fucking
part of the
drunk fuck.
lumping. I'm a part of the lumping, and I
Cat in the
fucking
Hat is pretty good.
suck
True.
the fuck out of your mind.
Way too many
I
people in this channel. I
fucking
know.
Hey,
it's
no, no, no,
way
demoted you.
too
I
big.
my
demoted
mind.
you to the
Way too
lowest
many
mod
people. Too many
level.
people
Can
talking.
you guys stop
It's my
talking?
mind.
You guys both. Stop. Stop. Jesus Christ. This is boring.
You have a brain
move on.
drain
Rate this
that
clown.
can
Let's
never
Let's move
move
on.
on
No,
from
it's
me.
boring. Who the fuck is having
Can we
Why
move
can't
on
you guys
to
talk
You're,
about
you're,
actual blood
you
sport?
are the
Holy
bitch
shit,
sucking my
dude.
dick eternally.
Llama?
Appeals to their
Absolutely.
lives.
Actual
Bro,
Bloodsport
this
movie
is
was
a bunch
fucking
of
awesome.
fucking
Why don't we talk about
randos
that
in a Discord channel
What
and
do I need to
fucking
moderate?
politics server. What do you
Oh,
mean?
no,
what are
that's
these
well, I mean,
rando appeals to their
fucking
lives?
button
These
with
are
me
not
the first
people
time, but I
who
was
are
hoping for
like
the same
Well,
grace
I was
and
talking.
super
We were
clear
talking
on
back
how
and
to
forth.
debate. You know, these are
Hey,
just
to be
And
fair,
then
randos.
everyone-
I appreciate what you did. I appreciate what you did. This is an interesting room. This is an interesting collection
I
of people,
understand.
and I'd like to
I
be able to have
understand
like
that.
an interesting discussion.
The
And maybe
problem
it's
is that
selfish,
guy.
maybe it's not about
Oh
me.
no! What's his
you know,
face came
let's have an
in?
interesting
Oh
discussion.
no!
I agree with you. The thing is, that guy got his asshole gaped,
Go
so
away!
he started just trolling because he knew he was like
Sure.
super fucking wrong on like the subject
Sure.
matter of that discussion, which is fine. You can just admit that,
he
but
said
people like
something-
that are incapable of that. I don't know if it's like an ego thing or they watch
To
me
be fair,
fuck
I
their
don't
mom so
think-
many times that it's like causes like some emotional permanent scarring. You know, I don't know exactly what the case is. For,
That is a
but
lot of times to
noticed
watch
it's
your
very
mom
true.
get
The
fucked.
conversation
That is
devolved
true.
into brain rot before we actually got like a solid, legitimate. Like,
Those
a
are some
point of
big
view out of him.
words. I don't
but-
know those words. Those are some big words.
To be fair, let's just say then the cancel culture. Well,
Oh,
I mean,
the little baby
with no
noises.
opposition,
That's
there's
so
no good
cute.
debate. But obviously there's no like level of cancel culture equally happening on the left as we see on the right in the modern like.
Hey,
yeah.
X is back here. Identity politics, Baron.
Ugh,
You wanna
I
talk
don't
to
wanna.
them. They
I
wanted
don't
to
wanna
talk to you.
talk
Or
to this
Baron
person.
wanted to talk to you, X.
Yeah. No, I just and they left.
They left? What the fuck?
No.
God
And they
damn
added
it.
me. Yeah. Anyway,
Can't even have a real convo, so.
Honestly, a blessing
LOL.
in disguise, though.
True.
Oh no.
Damn it.
Oh,
That would
wait,
be-
hold on,
Mika.
wait.
Mika, you
I
can
know how to-
summon.
Can we behave? Hold on. Wait, who's the mod here?
Oh my god.
Shimothy's the mod of this room.
Oh god, then
Come here,
pass.
come here.
Fuck this
Come here,
pedo.
baby.
Wait, hold on. How do I? Oh, okay.
Oh, Shimothy, you caught a stray.
Come here, baby.
What the fuck?
Hi, baby.
Just for clarity,
Okay.
look at his wife. Like he's literally
How do you-
a predator.
Wait,
Sit.
hold on. How do you say your? God damn it.
Look at his wife. What's wrong with his wife?
He's a pedophile.
Say
Why?
please. Can you say please? Can you say please?
Wait, my
Say
wife's
please.
29. What are you
Say
talking
please.
about?
It's because she's
What the
Asian.
fuck?
She looks young.
That's
It's because she
your
looks
girl.
young. He's saying you're a
Mwah.
pedophile because you went there and groomed her.
That's
probably or
my
some
girl.
shit.
Mika, save us.
They're just
Save
racist.
us.
I
We
don't know.
Okay.
need you.
Yeah, they're
We
just
need you,
bit
Super
genuine.
Mika.
Oh,
that's
he's just
what
really
it
mad at me that he.
Give me that paw.
He's really mad at me that his
That's a
socials are on his
paw.
profile
Oh,
and it's
that's a
just
good
him in his
girl.
car homeless, talking about drugs.
Angel right here. Absolute
And
angel.
that's like, whenever I see him.
Yikes. Oh, that's so embarrassing. Are they still on there? Did he remove them?
Go ahead.
He removed them, so I'm not allowed to post them anymore. But when they were there, I was allowed to post them. He got really
Go ahead.
mad.
Wait, his Facebook's
Why,
on there.
hold on. Why is he pinging Doobie?
Wait, who? Who's
Wait, his
social?
Facebook
He's pinging-
is there, and his Blue Sky is there.
Oh wait, X? Oh yeah, that guy.
Blue
he's on
Sky?
serious stuff.
I'm
Yes,
super
Blue
not
Sky's there.
surprised.
Yeah,
Oh
if you
my-
find his
Did
TikTok,
we-
you see him living in his car.
No, no way. Oh, his TikTok is there.
Yeah,
Oh
go
my
for
God!
it, dude.
Everybody, do you want to see you want to see what Hex
Yeah.
looks
Yes,
like?
go for it. It's crazy. And some of them he talks about the drugs that he
Oh
uses.
no,
It's
guys.
Oh my God!
Oh
The
my God.
lore.
Chat,
The lore.
And he look
The lore.
chat. Do we wanna see
Just
what
be
this guy
careful you don't
fucking
get in
looks
trouble
like?
for doxing Llama because they do the stuff. to
Can
get
I
you
put this?
regardless
I don't
of
think
the-
I can put this on
Everybody
stream.
here.
No. It's if it's on your Discord profile, it's technically like Doobie said it's not doxing. So
It's not a dox, yeah. Okay, ready, everybody?
Okay, here we go. I can't put that on
this is
stream,
the guy who
can
said he
I?
works
I
at a
probably
university,
can't.
by the way.
Here we go. No, he has bad hair. Oh no. Oh no, you guys. Oh no. Oh. Baby sounds are adorable, by the way. Just
All right, this makes
congratulations
that
again.
makes me feel so horrible. Oh my god, I'm moving on with my life.
Wait,
Ugh.
where?
I'm sorry,
Where?
that should be
It was
acceptable
someone
by
actually yelling at me. What the fuck?
That actually
Wait,
made me
where?
so feel so uncomfortable. Holy fuck. I'm moving
Llama,
on.
where
We're
are
moving
you
on.
looking at this, Llama? What?
Go to the chat. You
It's
see
in their
the
bio. It's
name.
in their
It's
bio.
text.
Their link tree.
It's literally in their bio.
It's
You
their
know,
link tree.
Yeah, it was No, it's on their Discord profile. You just click on
Their
it.
link tree.
You click more. You click view full profile. You scroll down all the way to the
Okay,
bottom,
we're
and then you'll see their
looking,
links.
We're looking.
Oh, that made me feel
Oh, shit, that
uncomfy.
actually is-
Shimothy,
oh,
why'd you have
shit.
to tell me that existed? Holy fuck.
Because you
They
guys were
look ugly
talking
as
to an
shit.
actual drug addict retard
I
who
can
knew nothing
tell.
about politics.
When a man's
This is
wife
kind of like
catches strays, you gotta
public
stand up for him.
announcement, I guess.
Man.
Did you just watch the video or what?
I watched like 2. Made it
Go
almost
to
through the
TikTok.
second, but
He's very clearly living in his car.
yeah, on TikTok, like almost all of his videos
I
are
probably
in a
shouldn't-
Almost
car.
videos are in his car.
I probably shouldn't show this on stream, right?
He's admitted to me that he does crack and lives in his car. That's why his parents kicked him out. That's why he's a socialist.
He's a socialist? That's his backstory?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's exactly why. That's my understanding.
Oh boy.
Wait, so, sorry to derail the conversation into something that might actually be productive. But is
No, you're good. You
any
can tell
form
me.
of socialism
You can
in
say
it.
America
So upset.
acceptable?
Must
Like,
be
is the
why they're
future
so
of
upset and
some
hostile
level of
living in cars
socialism
rough.
acceptable?
Yeah.
You know what's funny?
But
The
it sounds like a
conversation
typical
turns
leftist,
normal now
right?
that Cyber's muted. It's actually much more peaceful.
I'm sorry, what?
The conversation's more
Uh,
peaceful now that Cyber is muted.
Well, it was peaceful with even him talking. He just was like retarded, so it kind of felt. It felt
Wait.
bad, you know.
Is any
but
form
you
of
probably shouldn't be on
socialism
Discord.
acceptable in America?
He was
Or
incapable
is,
of
like-
like following like 2 sentences.
The ad hominem
deep
is
into,
crazy.
a
It's like lying
discussion,
about
so it was
rape
really
and
hard
ministerial
to
victims calls.
continue
And
on
repeat
with
it as
that.
well. I agree, dude.
Yes,
Like, what
John.
the fuck? What are you trying to do with that? That's a terrible fucking thing to do.
You kind of lost the
I
debate.
hate that. That's like the worst part
Yeah,
of
he said
discourse
the-
is when
the
everyone's
NGOs.
argument is to
Sorry.
just scream at everybody else.
What do you think about
I've
the
read
whole
more
Alcatraz?
books
than you. I've read all the important books.
They're
Sorry,
missing,
what'd
I
you say,
think,
Timothy?
1/3
You
to
don't
2/3 of the
know
people from
what a
Alcatraz.
great book is.
God damn it! Let Timothy
You've
talk.
no
You
idea.
slut.
I am a slut.
Fucking.
So they are missing 2/3 to 1/3 of the
Zigs.
people from Alcatraz. They have no tracking on them.
What?
Oh no, they're
This is
back.
the most
Can you even go
competent
that right?
administration
Oh
in
no,
history.
They
they're
did
back. I
disappear.
really don't want to
No.
engage with this
Shoot,
person.
To the right. Right. It's too late. Fuck.
Wait,
Wait, so-
Baron,
wait,
you
so
had a
they
question?
can't even
your
run to prison correctly?
your idea. Your idea is that they disappeared them,
More like
or
they
that
might
they
have just
escaped?
like dropped them off
Hegel
out
and
of the ocean.
Heidegger.
Oh, that's just incompetent then.
Hail Kanye. How does? Are you a groiper? Or are you just?
Oh,
Memeing.
Kanye. What the fuck?
Wait, Beishu got
Timothy, what are you
muted.
speaking out about? I want to talk to Baron.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Lol.
I can't leave
Deserve-
while this asshole
Yeah,
is in
Baron,
here,
what's
though.
up?
Like, I'm thinking I'm about over
I
with
don't
this
know. So,
conversation. I'm ready to
I
go
think we're
back
both
to
politically
like,
left.
oh no.
Oh,
From
hey,
my-
I just want to point out, by
Yeah.
the way, that guy's a Nazi. He was posting 8/8 and Hail Kanye. That Hail Hitler, Hail Kanye, yada yada.
Okay. Anyways, sorry. What are you saying,
Um,
Baron?
I don't want to leave
I was
while this
just
X
checking with X
person
to make sure. First of all,
is here
should I call you X?
because
How should I say your name?
even though our conversation
Oh,
was a while
yeah,
ago,
Hex, it's all good.
I cannot give the impression that I'm somehow
I
running
believe we're
away
both
from them.
left.
My pride
majority
won't
left
let me do
politically
that.
aligned, but I think we're fighting for different causes, which is
But I am kind of
causing a
getting
schism and
bored of
diminishing
this,
our power, like
room.
political power. And that's something I wanted to discuss to try to hopefully find a middle road. Because if we don't, I don't think the left can return
And I do
like,
want to
to
watch some of that
stability.
UN General Assembly
So,
Trump stuff.
do
Some might be
you
good
want to
quotes there.
capitulate or?
No, I think, to be perfectly fair, the views that I heard you talking about before were a little bit shallow.
Oh!
Sure. So my personal opinion.
Make sure you have a
and
conclusion.
again, context is
has
really
anything to say
important
before you
because
dip in. Anyone looks better
Llama
than
and
X.
Zan were here.
Your left game
You
back
listen to the
with
song,
any
don't
proper
you? You have to
etiquette.
watch the song.
True.
There's no.
No,
fucking
I
way
mean,
you
I'm
don't.
just gonna.
Holy
Once this
fuck.
fucking
This
retard
person
is done, I'm
does.
gonna be like, yo.
Anyway, sorry.
I'm heading back
You
to
mean
my
the
server.
Young
talking
Turk?
about.
You mean the hold on, Young Turk
Engage with
Hassan
me,
is
bro.
very different from Modern
He's not
Hassan,
even
which
young.
also
He's
is like
almost
the
40. What the fuck?
bait. Yeah, Baron. Again,
Engage with me.
I just want to know what the
I don't think they
orientation
would.
point is in
I
terms
just
of
don't want
belief
to leave
systems
while this
because my
asshole is in there.
position,
I just can't
as
run
I've
the
discussed,
risk.
is that there's a legal difference versus a moral difference. So my personal opinion is very, very left of what even the leftists appreciate because
we
I'm basically
know.
anarchist. However,
Oh
I also
my
think that
God!
there is common ground to be had. So I get
That
it. I'm
explains
not,
so
like,
much.
absolving people of responsibility. However, like, it's a public servant. So
True, Ziggs.
serve
I
me, bitch.
appreciate you. Why? Why did you have to end like that?
You didn't
Why'd
say
you-
anything. I don't know why you felt so like you just.
Oh
did
wow, they
something.
left. Okay, well they left.
See?
So I
Oh,
can't
I'm so
answer.
smart!
So
They
anyway,
lost
Did you
audio,
see
they're
that?
coming
I'm
back.
so
Yeah.
smart. Did you see that? If I had left right now, they'd be like, oh, Jordan left.
No, thank you. You need to get a haircut.
Bro,
So
I
you
can
realize
tell
it's
this
a
is
filter,
exactly
right?
the type of person
No, your hair.
who
Your hair is not a
thinks
filter. You're
that
gonna fuck
you
that
leaving
hair.
means you're giving
So
up.
you realize this is a filter.
No, your hair. You live in squalor. You live in a con, and your hair line is fucked up.
Holy
Your hair is
shit!
fucked
So
up.
have you stalked my profile? Is that what you're saying?
We wanted all the context, you know. We wanted to make sure we had
yeah,
all the
the con-
context.
the
We wanted
context of
nothing
what?
out of
So
context.
Yes.
wait. Have y'all
Yes,
stalked my
true.
Tumblr? Because my Tumblr is the real me. Because TikTok is a grift bait,
Oh,
right?
let's
So
see.
Timothy,
They have a
you're taking the
Tumblr
bait
in
so good. You're such a good little
2025?
boy. But
In
Tumblr is
2025,
the
you have a
That's harassment.
Tumblr?
No,
Wait, sorry,
he's
I'm
such a good
Bro,
boy.
what?
My piece of your TikTok. We're laying in a hotel bedroom right
Discord
now.
crashed.
Anyway,
Can
yeah,
I-
hotel
I just wanna
bedroom.
ask, do
It's
you
my,
have
it's
to
my
be-
Is it
mom
really? I didn't know
scrolling.
that. All right,
Jew-
let's see their
he's
Tumblr.
Jew,
I'm gonna
just
take a look at this.
Jew.
All right,
His name is Base Jew. Yeah.
Baron's back. Anyway,
hold on, I'm
Baron, you
back.
good?
Oh no.
Yep, I'm good.
Cool.
He's-
So,
hey, Timothy, you live
what
you
was
live in your
the
life.
specific point you wanted me to make about my
There's no
position?
pictures of this
'Cause
person on
I
their
don't
Tumblr.
know where I lost track.
You have a
Sure.
position.
So I guess
Interesting.
my overall point that I'm trying
Good
to
job,
push for
Zan.
is the fact that infighting on the left is really toxic to the stability of the nation.
but
And
this
even if we don't
person's
agree
on-
on minutia, I think we need to have the humility and prescience to stand behind a candidate like Kamala Harris and push them, even if we don't agree with them, like fully with their background and history, in order to overcome the
Wow.
political right.
Okay.
He's never gonna be innocent.
That's actually an accomplishment.
Sure,
Frankly.
I resonate with that, but and the context, the buzzword.
Don't
I
bring
live
up
in a
Mamdani.
hyper blue state.
Don't
so
bring up
my-
Mamdani.
I'm done with this conversation. Z Taco. And
Yeah,
Cat.
let's talk to Taco. Let's go.
Sorry, not to derail. I want to talk to the ANCAP. I think this is better for my soul than whatever the fuck the
So I'd say
outer
that
perimeter of the left
that
flank
username.
has to say. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I agree. I like ANCAPs.
All right.
They're fun. It's so
They're
good.
capitalists.
Yeah, to be honest.
Like Javier Milei.
So Z Taco, why do you feel that anarcho-capitalism is the way we should structure our society? And do you see any problems that it could face potentially?
Why are we standing
Due to there
Gavin
being a lack of
28?
government.
Because Gavin's based.
Government isn't needed. Capitalism is the best economic system. And it will
How can you have
not be
capitalism?
preferred in my system.
Wait, how
I'm
can
not
you?
preaching to
How can you have capitalism that works if you don't have government to at least
What
put
happens
in place,
if
normal regulations?
so there'd be no
what about
police then?
monopolies?
Because there'd be no government,
I
right?
said globalism. Police would be
I'm gonna come join the activity.
I'm playing a game. You're saying that there would be no, but there would be no police then, right?
It's colonists.
police.
Huh?
Like
If it ties, please.
What define police?
Oh, that's annoying.
privatized police, so police paid by consumers.
Oh my god, dog. Oh my god.
Timothy, do you want to walk this through?
Sure, I guess,
This guy wants to
how do you have
privatize
judges?
the police. What a fucking idiot.
You would
Can you
have
say, okay, Chip,
judges
this
through
dude
arbitration.
did fraud.
I've got a game up. Join it.
You would have third-party judges through arbitration.
Third-party judges through who pays for that?
The consumers,
Who is the consumer?
the individuals buying the product.
But no, so the cops say, "Hey, this person did fraud to me." I say, "Okay, cool." And I say, "You did fraud." Now, the person who's claiming that they did fraud goes and pays the judge. That's a good idea to you?
That's not what I said at all. That was a weird straw man. No, I'm
Okay,
talking
who is
about
the consumer?
contract.
Okay, correct me. Yeah, so
It's firms selling laws to consumers, which means that there are going to be different bundles of laws to different consumers. And in between those firms selling the laws to consumers, those firms are going to have contracts between each other where they're going to be able to have automatic, private disputes and arbitration, solved instantaneously without violence, since violence is the most expensive means of conclusion.
okay, so walk me through this example then. I say you stole 10,000 of my dollars. I pay $500 to have my security guard friend, who's acting as a police, because capitalism, to arrest you. He throws you into his basement. Then I go out and I buy myself a judge and I pay him $1,000. The judge is then gonna decide whether or not you stole my $10,000. Is that how the system works?
No, because you'd be breaking every single contract that has been, every single party that is involved has agreed upon. So if they all just decide to one day,
Bro, this is trust me, bro, the legal system.
Because I'm not utopia. Obviously, there are scenarios where there could be a fucked up system where something can happen, but it's a scenario-based thing as opposed to government being an inherent.
I'm asking you to explain to me how you solve the claim that somebody stole $10,000 from you in your system.
You would have
I
a
know, 'cause
person
I don't have
if
any
they
fucking
even
space.
didn't sign with a private firm.
Duh.
If I were signed
They
to a
don't
private
sign
firm with
something, I'm
myself,
claiming you stole it.
I'm answering you. If I were signed to a private firm myself, and you were to rob my TV or do whatever and stuff like that, and you did this and that, I would have rights through my contract to where if someone were to go into my house and take my property,
So this is trying to have a
I can
solution.
have
I'll be a bad
private
better and just pointing at the
investigator
issues, I guess.
find out who did it.
I'll give him
do a
that, but
musical
like,
song,
this is like
and
an
move on
ultra
from there, just like how-
fetishization of capitalism. I mean, like, this is why we have antitrust laws. This is why we have like government in the first place, is to avoid this kind of paradigm. It's because people with money now get legal protection.
I walk in the house, I pull a TV, you hire a private investigator, then what?
Well, then the private investigator can look into breach of contract, which then would ruin the reputation of a certain
contract?
company.
I didn't sign the contract. I just walked into the house.
If there were certain entities that even if it isn't relied upon a contract, if it's an individual, that entity would also be reputationally destroyed, which means it wouldn't be able to deal with anyone within society because they have poor reputation.
Nobody would believe that I stole your money because you haven't proved it yet.
It's economic.
Stop. Question. Nobody's proven that I stole your $10,000 because no
I
judge
have,
is
as a consumer, I have.
Yeah, you say it, and I say that that
That's
didn't
why
happen. Now this is my word, your word.
That's why the third party comes in. That's where it's being agreed upon between you and me.
Not a private investigator, though,
This is
right?
a terrible
You need a judge
idea,
at that
bro.
point. So how do you get a judge in
No,
your
it'd be a
system?
third party private investigator between agreed upon between you and me. And if you want to have one against me and I have one against you, and we just go upon about that.
Yeah, so you hire your private investigator to say that I stole $10,000. I hire my private
And you can
investigator.
hire
to say,
someone against me to prove me wrong, but if you can't prove me wrong, then that's on you.
You fuck little kids.
It's just like the legal system. If you can't prove me wrong, why even bring me to court?
Well, there's no court in your system, right? You didn't
No,
say
it'd
there's
be
a judge.
privatized court. It'd be private arbitration through third-party judges. They're agreed upon by the firms in the contract.
Do you have
Join, Mama.
Can I ask you? Okay, wait. One other random
I'm not.
question.
But you're. I wanted to host.
One other question, good faith. How many chromosomes do you have?
No, I would say maybe 3.
Maybe 30. Okay, I believe
3.
that actually.
I'm hoping for 4, but I probably got 3.
What happens if like fuck? What happens if all the judges and all the arbitrators are bought off by one party?
Okay, so what you're talking about is a government. So what happens if government?
No, stop. I'm not talking about the government. I'm not talking about the government. No, I'm asking you very specifically a question. I want you to answer. I don't want you to pivot. I want you to answer that question. What do you do in that scenario? As the other party.
Government is a monopoly on.
I don't care about the government. I asked you. I'm not talking
you.
about a government. I'm talking about a private person.
No, yeah, I know, but you're talking about a monopolized version of that, which is.
I'm talking about a private citizen under your framework that could exist, that would be able to accumulate enough wealth to where they could get favorable outcomes.
Right.
So what would you do for those people?
The big boss, as opposed to everyone else, just like government does with law, which is like public law is through public, delegation as opposed to a private arbitration.
So you see,
and that's why private arbitration is way cheaper, because public litigation is crazy.
But what happens if? So you think it'll just be so cheap that no amount of money will actually make any difference?
It just wouldn't be monopolized.
How would you know that?
Because there'd be competitors. There would actually be shown transparently, especially with modern day technology.
What about the
Llama?
the arbiters, though?
I'm jumping back
We'll see in a sec.
to my server, buddy. So if you want to jump over there later, I'll be chilling. I might come back in a little bit. This is pay to win legal system. Bye.
True.
Ziggs, let's go to the stream chat. Okay. That was fun for a little bit. Anyway, now we're back. I'm back with you guys. How's that? Oh, Ziggs, you left. How we doing, guys? Uno momento. How's everybody's day been? Oh, let's look at the, yo. What's up?
Being a dick.
Who's being a dick?
Llama, you won't remod me.
Oh, well, yeah. I don't know what to talk about that.
Come join.
What?
Come join the game.
What game?
Colonist. You know Catan?
Oh, yeah, I know Catan, but I'm in the middle of my No Man's Sky. Why don't you come join me in No Man's Sky?
Because I still haven't unlocked multiplayer.
You haven't? If you can get to the anomaly.
First space station. Yeah,
if you can summon the anomaly, you can get to multiplayer. I'm doing things. I haven't played Catan in a minute, though. I do love Catan. I will play with you soon.
You can pause No Man's Sky. Why are you destroying?
Well, not on my potato, you can't. If you pause it for too long, it crashes and it fucks up my computer.
So save your game.
I don't want to play Catan. Let's talk about that retardation we were just listening to. How about that?
Yeah, well, I mean, the fact is Llama didn't mute the Nazi was kind of annoying.
Yeah, I mean, there was like a laundry list of retards in that conversation.
Oh, and a literal Nazi posting Hail Hitler in the side channel.
I missed him posting Hail Hitler in the side channel, but am I surprised?
Do you know what 88 means? Do you know what 88 means?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, HH.
And then Hail Kanye.
Oh God, Jesus Christ, bro! What's wrong with people?
Some people just want to watch the world burn.
Yeah. And then there was X, who was like just a fucking one of those insufferable leftists who couldn't admit that Kamala would be better for Gaza than Trump. Trump has an investment in Gaza. Kamala doesn't. Yeah, I was trying to be like nice to have the conversation, and I was giving a lot more than I normally would just to see if I could get somewhere in that conversation, and it was all in fucking vain, you know? Like, what the fuck? That person was insufferable. I don't understand this Discord very well. Where am I supposed to be? I don't know if I've given you perms yet, so just jump in any one of the chats, and then I'll pull you in.
Can I get mod in this server so I can move people when they want to?
I can't just give you mod, buddy. I'm sorry. You know I
what
love
would
you.
it take? How much money?
Just if you keep being an awesome contributor and you keep being chill, then eventually I will absolutely give you mod. Yeah, go ahead and jump in general, and then I'll pull you in. Oh no, in the general chat, in the voice chat.
You should make a role that you should make a bot that sets up gives you can just click a bot role and it gives you access to the role so you can join the stream room.
The what?
Like a robot.
Oh, I do.
Okay.
Hey, Ziggs.
Hey, nice to hear you guys. What's going on?
Yeah, what's up? Let me go ahead and give you perms so you can jump in here whenever you want from now on. Let me also add you as a friend. Add or do I just?
Yeah, I appreciate what you do, and I'm getting in deeper with Discord and all of the like simultaneous apps.
Yeah. Okay, view channel. Connect. Speaker. There we go. Yeah. So, was there anything like you wanted to talk about today in particular, or you just kind of wanted to join in and chat?
I'll throw something out there just because I'm already here.
Sure.
Earlier, I was in a Hutch stream, and he was going over Tim Miller, who I really appreciate, and he had this very sad man named Joffrey up there who's like a big player in the Daily Caller. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, actually, I don't think I do.
He wrote an incendiary article that was it's pretty hard to explain, but I'll try. I put it into your
All right, let me see. In my
it's
topics
the one
for stream.
that's like topics, yes.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy how he appeared and the things he said to Tim, because this article is like everything they claim. You know how they say like an accusation is an admission.
Every accusation is
It's a confession, yeah.
Well, I feel like the biggest fear on the right is like that there's these sleeper cell trans agents, assassins that are waking up and being radicalized, and this guy is creating that exact thing that they're afraid of. But I think that they're trying to radicalize white 20-year-old potentially Christians that have like their whole life they have these like buzzwords sewn into their head, and then at some point they feel like they might have to fight.
Can someone find me like the unblocked version
terrible.
of this? It's putting me behind a paywall here. What is it? Archive. I never use these things. Okay.
It's just disturbing because like everything that it's like this king of the hill mentality where once you get up there, you have to be afraid that somebody's gonna treat you the way that you treat other people.
Right, I know, right? Like, oh, God forbid you fucking, reap what you've sown. I got
what if
it,
we're
buddy.
not the majority
Thank you,
anymore? Things like
All
that.
right. Should I read? It's not that long of an article. I'll go ahead and read it. The Daily Caller, a prominent conservative online publication, published an opinion column on Friday explicitly calling for violence in response to physical assaults on conservatives in America. The column, written by editor-at-large Jeffrey, is it? No, it's Jeffrey, right? Ingersoll. I think it's Jeffrey.
Okay, you're probably right.
Ingersoll, and promoted near the top of the site, argues that patriots should use, quote, patriots, should use force because law enforcement officials do not adequately protect conservatives, including Charlie Kirk, the activist assassinated this month. Well, what were they going to do? The dude was using, like, a rifle and was, like, super far away. Is this a call for violence? What?
He was using 30-06.
If
you know anything about guns, it's the caliber specifically. If you know anything about guns, right, as I do, right, you would understand that the bullet would have exited at the back and the tank would have been painted fucking red.
But it didn't.
But
there's a lot of conspiracies, but
Miraculously. This is a call for violent, the third paragraph says. Yes, explicitly it is. Great. Bro, if we had a responsible government, the FBI would be knocking on this person's door.
Right. And he's just... He has a big place in the Daily Caller, and I don't trust his position, because everybody's in this metaphorical Mexican standoff, and then when somebody just acts a fool, it creates like that chain reaction. But I don't know if you should read the article now, because it seems like it could flirt with TOS. I mean, this dude went ham.
No, it's an article describing what he says. It's fine.
Right.
What up, Anthrax? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah.
It's worse than you could imagine, though.
Yeah,
just like a bunch
you missed Anthrax. You missed some brain aids earlier, by the way. I'm doing this now, where like for at least a part of the stream, I'm going into the politics server and we're like debating people, and it was just a lot of just some pure retardium, like that meme. What is the? Let me pull up the meme. Hang on.
Inhaling the retardium.
No, I'll show you the one I mean. This one. I love this meme. Finally, pure retardium. Did I miss anything then? Nothing of substance. Oh, look, there's a Trump one. That's good. I like it. Lots of retardium. Okay. I want blood in the streets. He added in the column, which ran with the headline, "Enough is enough. I choose violence." Mr. Ingalls. This is the rhetoric after Charlie Kirk that everybody was hearing. All of them were like, "We're done. We want war.
We need a race war.
We need a war." And then I was like, just wait, guys, because like a couple weeks from now, they're not going to be saying this anymore. Like these are like as soon as they chill out and go back to their regular
we need a race war in the United States.
All right,
take back the country.
Yeah. Nobody wants to be afraid for that long.
Yeah. Mr. Ingersoll also lays out specific situations in which he says violence should be used. If a progressive activist takes a sign away at a public debate, she gets instantly clotheslined? What the
Llama's
fuck?
going to be here soon. Llama said he's going to be here in a minute.
Nice. Awesome. Mr. What up? I feel so tired. Good to see you. Full retard mode enabled. Indeed. People are insane and ungovernable. Mr. Ingersoll wrote, "I don't care if police are present. Do it anyway. In fact, be widely disproportionate." Great. Measure it in blood if necessary. He added, "Change requires pain, and you're either taking it or inflicting it." I mean, this is exactly the rhetoric that they accuse the left of. And to be fair, this is the kind of rhetoric coming out of the far left. But, like, it's so hypocritical to be, like, clutching your fucking pearls about the left while simultaneously doing exactly the same thing. Dylan Hausman, the Daily Caller's editor-in-chief, said the column did not represent the views of every editor at the publication, but he defended the column, saying it describes acts of self-defense, including a recent case in which a woman struck an anti-abortion activist. Jeff's case is that said person should perhaps get punched back because it's pretty clear the cops aren't going to do a damn thing about it. Mr. Hausman said.
Don't you know they don't know that the call is coming from within the house?
Yeah, true. I don't think that's a radical suggestion. He added that attempts to paint Mr. Ingersoll's column as a call for political violence is totally dishonest. He literally said it in plain terms. Bro, I have to ask, Mr. Hausman, I'm just curious, how many chromosomes do you have? Adding that the Daily Caller would never publish someone calling for violence simply over political disagreement. It's literally what he did. He's quote, literal quote, "Is this a call for violence? Yes, explicitly it is. Are you retarded?" He added that attempts to paint Mr. Ingersoll's column as a call for political violence is... Oh, I already read that. Later on Friday, the Daily Caller added an editor's note at the top of the column making similar points. This is so fucking stupid. I would say the increasing difficulty of distinguishing a far-left person from a far-right person is evidence that the accelerationism employed by both is succeeding. My brother, the horseshoe has never been more real. People called Kirk center-right, like we've lost plot. What's up?
I was just saying it gets worse.
Yeah. Later on Friday, the Daily Caller added in I said that. In the weeks since Mr. Kirk's death, many conservatives, including President Trump, have argued that progressives are responsible for much of the political violence in the country and have called for vengeance. We have radical left lunatics out there, and we just have to beat the hell out of them, Mr. Trump has said. Many Democrats have responded by pointing out several prominent violent attacks aimed at progressives, including the killing of a Democratic state lawmaker in Minnesota and her husband, and assault on the husband of former Speaker Nancy Pelosi. The column does not cite examples of recent violent crimes against liberals. Of course it doesn't. The Daily Caller was founded in 2010 by Tucker Carlson and Neil Patel, an advisor to former Vice President Dick Cheney. The site is influential...
Just pull that image up on stream.
What?
I just named it you. Just pull that up on stream. That one image.
Oh, I know. I've seen this one. This is interesting.
People don't realize that majority of the...
I have to tell you, though, I fucking hate infographics like this. And the reason I hate them is, like, they are meant to make an impact. But, like, from my perspective, like, it's so easy to just put whatever you want in an infographic like this. Like, I'd much rather see the studies and the information. But I get the point of it. It's to make an impact. But, like, I feel like this kind of political discourse is kind of AIDSy. An advisor President Dick Cheney's site is influential in conservative political and media circles, and some of its alumni have gone on to prominent roles in the mainstream media, like CNN anchor Caitlin Collins. In a series of messages to the New York Times, Mr. Ingersoll said that the column, initially labeled an editorial on the Daily Caller site, was a response to 10 years of watching aggravated acts of violence in public against conservatives go unpunished. Mr. Ingersoll, who was formerly the Daily Caller's editor-in-chief, said in his messages that police, college administrators, campus cops, and the wider legal system would not provide security for conservatives and, in some places, wouldn't prosecute crimes caught on tape. So we should protect ourselves, Mr. Ingersoll said in a message, viciously and disproportionately if necessary. Bro, self-defense is one thing. Calling specifically for retributive violence is another. Especially if you're saying specifically to be disproportionate. It's gross. We don't like it. But that's obviously hyperbole. When he said explicitly, it's like what literally means now. Yeah, I got you. Grew up in the 80s, and he is indeed pretty mid for Christian radio preachers. LOL. Yeah, Charlie Kirk did sort of.
It's the equivalent of basically. It's the equivalent of that thing, right? Where Trump's like, "I am literally going to kick every single person who votes for me in the balls."
Gonna kick them in the balls.
It's obviously much more nuanced than
no,
that.
I just,
he obviously doesn't mean that. It's
no, when I read this, no, but I remember, like, you remember in, I think it was his 2016 race, when there was, like, a fight breaking out in one of his rallies, because there was, like, a protester there, and he was like, I'll pay anybody's legal bills who, like, punches that person.
Right.
That's, I mean, like, that's what this is. That's what this led to. But how could someone who believe in the rapture not be unhinged? Okay, I don't know who's out there, but then I did see some mid-90s Republicans shit recently, and it turns out these people were wild for a long time. Yeah, I mean, like, but at least they were kooks to most people then, right? Like, Rush Limbaugh was crazy, right?
Right.
Like, he was too... Go ahead.
It was too extreme to be seen as mainstream.
I mean, like, he was too far...
And then all of a sudden, now he's too liberal. Now Rush Limbaugh's too liberal to be...
Yeah, he was too far for, like, someone like Bill O'Reilly, for example. Bill O'Reilly, every once in a while, comes down and is like, dude, everybody's fucking insane.
That is a funny infographic.
That is fucking hilarious. That's so funny. Population per capita. They should show the whole world map on that. And then they should pick like one... Oh, NA! Oh my god, that's so funny. I didn't just notice that until just now. NA. Not available. Oh, that's good. That's good. All right. Was it Van Kirk? Yeah, it was Van Kirk. Who...
I mean, hey, they actually did that. They actually picked one.
Yeah. Van Kirk gave me this. Let's see. Some golden nuggets of retardation from Trump. I think this is the right timestamp. I've had this open for a minute now, so let me see if it's the same timestamp. I need to hang on, I need to swap to my YouTube premium speech. This shit was wild, awesome. How do Christians do that vacant look behind their eyes, by the way? It's the love of Jesus.
Oh, it's just the mental psychosis of Jesus.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh, also now I have my soundboard back. Yay!
Nothing bad
okay.
can happen. It can only good happen.
I love it. That's my new favorite. Nothing bad can happen. It can only good happen.
Defend our sovereignty.
Hey, Grace! You know what tomorrow is, right? It's the 27th. It's Saturday. Is it your birthday? Am I... Are you dropping a hint that it's your birthday?
I'm gonna come.
Oh shit! Okay, so I'm gonna have to spend some time on the phone with you tomorrow for sure. I will absolutely be calling you guys tomorrow morning.
I'm not sure if I asked you, Jordan, but are you gay?
Everybody, please say happy birthday to I'm Lady Death in chat. She is a extremely valued member of our community and the lovely lady of one of my very, very best friends, which basically makes her like my sister.
That's sick. How old? Happy birthday.
And there's one of my very, very best friends in the chat. Was that? Don't fuck with me. I thought someone was knocking on my door, you motherfucker.
I thought somebody knocked on my door. Hello?
Come here, baby girl.
That's not me.
Come and say hi.
Someone's in my headphones.
Oh, dude, you gotta stop that. That's driving me nuts.
Not me.
Okay, I will stop doing that.
Who are
It's
these
a Zig
fuckers?
McGee and
We've got
Based
Ziggs
Jew or
and Rotund, also known as Based Jew. Mika saying hi. We got a free Mika. We got a free Mika. You want a peanut? That UN speech was profound and moving, right? So profound.
I mean, how can
Say
someone
please.
get away with that? Just insulting every UN
Say
member
please.
country, saying it's all going to hell.
please.
Your country's turning to
Say
shit.
That's a girl. A perfect speech. So great. So good. It's
Some would
absolutely
say it's even
wonderful.
the greatest.
The greatest.
Also, Jordan, I have a question, by the way.
Yeah.
What is up with all the US politicians and other politicians quoting Joseph Goebbels? Why is everyone quoting Joseph Goebbels?
You mean on the right?
No, Benjamin Netanyahu, a politician.
That's not
in
an
the
American
US.
politician.
No, yeah, there's a few there's 3 politicians so far.
Wait,
that
when
have
did
quoted Joseph Goebbels.
Netanyahu quoted Joseph Goebbels?
Yeah. When it was
God,
the
he's
hold on,
such a
hold on,
fucking
hold on.
shit. God damn it. Nika, go ahead. Fishy boy, his name is Fishy. Casper says.
Yeah, fuck you, Casper.
I need Rotund to do his best Trump impression with tears streaming down his face. Jojo Gerbils. Gerbils, isn't that how Brad Pitt said it in fucking Inglourious Bastards? Was that it?
Goebbels?
Yeah, didn't he say Gerbils?
Yeah, I've sent you the clip, by the way.
Alright, give me a second. I'm gonna play a little bit of Gordolami. Play a little bit of Trumpelstiltskin.
And security throughout the world, including
Security
against nations
throughout
that
the
have taken
world.
advantage of former U.S.
U.S.
administrations,
administrations.
Why the fuck do I have so much wood? Why do I have 16 wood? What?
Bro, calm down. Look, I don't know what porn you're watching, but like keep the wood to
A lot of
yourself,
wood.
okay?
Colonist has given me so much wood for some reason.
All right, he's playing Catan, guys. He is not bricked up on chat.
I mean, I'm bricked up for you, big boy.
Hey, let's go. Hey, Casper. How much wood could a woodchuck?
Have you guys always been political? When was your like political awakening? Do you feel like was it through your parents or what?
Yeah, so I grew up in politics, so yeah, I've always been political.
What was your
I
parent?
grew up in Russia, so
State Department. My mother still is. She was a lot of shit, but she's also been, I would say, like her main things were, she was 2 times she was a deputy assistant secretary of state. She was the ambassador to Cuba. She was the head of the Afghan Refugee Relocation Program, and currently she's the coordinator between our military and other militaries with regards to the situation in Haiti.
Jesus Christ, you should leave some jobs for the rest of us.
Yeah.
That's epic. And forgive me because I want to hear you both. What do your parents lean politically?
Oh.
And has it changed for both of you?
Yeah, so my mother is, I would say, a conservative Democrat, so a pretty moderate Democrat, right? But her political leanings and the way she votes, you would never know it because she is dedicated to the country and her job, and she will do the job that is asked of her no matter who is in charge. My father is probably a little bit to the left of me, I would say. You know.
My father's a Kremlin, hardcore Kremlist, hardcore.
He actually
hardcore fan of Putin.
He actually, my dad in 2016 was a Bernie guy. He was actually a delegate for Bernie at the DNC that year.
Okay.
And for some reason, my mother is a fan of Lukashenko. I have no idea why people like Lukashenko, but for some reason she thinks he's good for the country of Belarus.
I need to do more reading on Russian politics. I don't know anybody else.
Dad's not really a Bernie guy anymore. He wouldn't vote for him now.
Lukashenko is the leader of Belarus, and Putin's the leader of Russia.
Okay.
I think, let's see, of the people my dad likes, I think he likes the most right now, he likes Cory Booker. He likes Cory Booker a lot.
That's surprising.
I don't like Cory Booker. I feel like he's deceiving people in his views. I mean, the man openly talks about liking Palestine, but then previously he was he has this big Zionist.
He is a Zionist. He's never hidden that.
I don't know. He has to a degree in recent years.
My favorites,
and I know it's hard.
Well, those are my two favorites, Ryan. Newsom and Buttigieg. Those are my two favorites, but I don't think Buttigieg has a good chance.
If you put the Israel-Palestine aside, do you agree with the other stuff?
Which particularly? Which other stuff?
With Cory Booker.
Cory, yeah, exactly.
Mika.
No, he's a sellout for Big Pharma.
Okay.
Like that man does not care about the common man. He cares about profits.
Pharma. I grew up hating it, but I mean, the older I get, the more I need it.
The more you need it, but then the more you need it, the more you should stop it on the basis that they do control the pricing in America, and they made it worse for so many millions of people.
I think Pritzker and Walz are going to do well in the 2028 primary. I don't want to see. Wait, who's clipping?
You get notifications.
My game.
Yeah.
My game is open.
Oh. So I don't want to see Walz getting a nomination. I'm going to be honest with you. After what happened in the last one, I don't think he's got it in him. I've said watch for a dark horse in Andy Bashir. I think he might be a dark horse candidate. He's doing some things behind the scenes that I find very interesting. And he ticks off a lot of really good boxes. I find him to be very interesting option.
Can you spell Bashir?
Andy Bashir. Can I spell it?
Bashir, yeah, the last name.
I think it's Bashir, Beshear. Let me double check.
Is he related to Bashir al-Assad?
Yeah, Beshear. No. Bashir al-Assad, Bashir is his first name. Andy Bashir is his last name, and it's spelled differently. He's the governor of Kentucky. He's got sort of a Clinton vibe around him.
It's clean cut. I like what I'm seeing. Who's that young moderate coming out of Texas that was really, I think so, just strong on the unification speeches.
Yeah,
I love it.
I think Beto does more for us in Texas, though, than as a...
Right.
Than as a... Yeah. Yep, peanut for
I agree.
Mika.
That's a good point.
Say hi. Say hi. Say hello. Yeah. Good girl.
So you're trying to get Bashir out of Kentucky and bring him to the big house.
Yeah, I feel like a governor, we can lose better than we could someone who has potential to like get a Senate seat. Because like Beto
Yeah.
was pushing in on Ted Cruz. Hey, Llama.
Hey everybody. Sorry.
So that was fun.
That was amazing. I had such a good time.
Wow. Who was your least favorite?
Least favorite. I don't know. It's either between the
By the way,
Capper and
By the way,
the
make sure
Hassan
you
viewer.
pull my stream up. I've got Mika on camera right now.
Oh, let me pull it up.
You're welcome for that.
Hey, Mika. Wait, whoa. Whoa, if you're gonna have Mika pulled up, is who I think's in here? Harry, come here. Come here, Harry.
We're doing this.
Get over here. No, not there, not there. Come this way. Come the other way. You're gonna step on the cords. Come here, Harry. Come here.
I mean, I like.
Come here, Harry.
I like Gavin Newsom.
Come here.
I like him, but I feel
Come
like
here,
he's gonna
Harry.
flip-flop. He's gonna
Harry.
flip-flop the second he gets
Come here.
I love Gavin Newsom. He's my governor, but the problem is I think he's still too divisive. It's going to be divisive. It's going to be really difficult for him to get through. But if he keeps playing it the way
and he's
he
probably
is,
also gonna flip-flop the second he gets into power.
what do you mean flip-flop how?
Sit down.
He's abundance pilled. What is he flip-flopping on?
Come here. Wait, sit up. Sit up. Harry Berry.
Oh, big
Here, come here.
old floof. Look at that. Floof. Look, you got a friend. You see that?
He's a little Harry Berry.
All right, I'm gonna wait. Bring him back on screen. I'm gonna show him on my stream real quick. Oh, guys,
Sitting in the chair.
look at this.
He's
Puppy
up
streams.
Harry Berry.
Look at that. Look at that.
He's a little berry.
Newsom looks so sleazy. How's he going to shake the West Coast Trump vibes? I know, it's going to be difficult. That's the thing. He's divisive. There's a lot of people who already have it. This is why I like Bashir.
Wait, we think Newsom's divisive?
He is divisive. I love him, but he's
It's
divisive.
a divisive person to do what he's doing, though.
I think the divisiveness that he employs, though, is like.
That's not what I mean. To be clear, that's not what I'm talking about. He was a divisive figure before any of that. Just because he's a California governor, and there's no real way of getting around that. And that's kind of like why I really like someone like Andy Bashir, because like Clinton, he's a
But the
Southern
normies
governor.
like Trump. The
I'm gonna be
normies like
honest with
Trump because he was like divisive and funny and stuff and memey.
Yeah, but the Democratic Party isn't like that, really.
I think we're
Yeah,
gonna
but I'm
see
not
a
talking
significant
about.
change.
I'm talking about the majority of people that are normies. They don't see what we see. They just see the funny LOL clips off of
Schwarzenegger
Instagram
Huckabee
from
28.
TikTok that are 2 months later.
I don't know. I mean, I want to be. I do like him so much, but
Schwarzenegger.
I'm scared. I'm scared.
I think we need to get behind him. As long as he.
I'll get behind
gets
him.
his
If he's
shit
the
together.
nominee, I'm behind him. Like, no question.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like somebody like Bashir, he kind of, he has that Clinton sort of attraction to him. He's a Southern governor. He doesn't have like a history like Newsom does that is going to have half the country instantly hating him.
Just from being in California.
Yes,
Being the
no,
president- or
literally.
Well, but Trump, for the record, though, I don't know what would before Trump.
Schwarzenegger
everyone laughed at
Ventura.
the thought of him being appealing, you know.
But that was more of because like he was a buffoon, not because like he was hated immediately by half the country.
He wasn't taken seriously by like half the country.
That's
though.
true.
I don't know, but I think that I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking about it too.
I mean, look, if he's the nominee, I'm gonna fight tooth and nail for him. I love him. Like, I defend him as a governor to like my Republican friends and shit, like all the time, right? Even to like my leftist friends, of course, who hate him because he's not a fucking leftist.
He's a corporate ghoul in their mind.
Corporate this. Like I saw, dude. So I saw that guy. Okay, Nita, I need to sit back down. I love you. I saw that X guy. By the way, what an insufferable piece of shit that guy was.
Yeah, And for him initially to just be playing the quiz the fucking Jew game.
Yeah,
was so
I was just
fucking
like, no, but then it was like completely evasive and all of this, and I was like, dude, like what? Why? What game are you playing right now? Like, I'm obviously telling you. Oh, there it goes. See, I knew this was gonna happen. He was like playing this fucking game of like, we're gonna play semantics, and then he kept trying to insist that semantics were important when I was like, dude, you know exactly what the fuck I'm saying, but you're trying to play a semantics game to appear like you're winning the argument, but everybody thinks you're a dumbass. Regardless, I saw him in the chat later, like, admonishing somebody for, like, standing Gavin, and I was like, yep, I'm not surprised. Not surprised at all.
I
think we're gonna have the same.
Cornel West for president.
Wait, so I saw somebody... Okay, hang on. Okay. If we have to picture anyone running, who besides Gavin? Like I said,
West for
Bashir
president.
is one. Not fucking Cornel West, dude. Then I love Buttigieg, but everyone in my chat always tells me there's no fucking shot.
Hold
and it
on.
makes
Why
me
not
sad.
Cornel West?
Because he's
Why
a
not Cornel
fucking
West?
kook, dude. Also,
How
you
was he
missed
a
at
kook?
some point, you gave him props for not being revolutionary or whatever, and you missed him going ew in response. No, I said he was not an accelerationist. I thought I heard him say thank you, but whatever. Blue Collared, what's up? Did you see the Oversight Committee release more Epstein shit with Elon and Peter Thiel in them? I saw somebody post something. I thought they were just memeing. I didn't know that was real, so I'm going to have to pull that in.
Wait,
no, quick thing though. Another thing that was
Cornell West
frustrating
Ron
me
Paul,
about that-
28.
About
Go
that
ahead.
guy that was frustrating me was that all the stuff you were saying, for the record, was like the most milquetoast Zionist.
I was
like,
trying to be
cup
nice, dude.
positions as possible.
I was trying to be
Still, it was
nice.
not enough. It was still not enough for that
Yeah,
guy. He
yeah.
still thought you were like a raging secret hate Arab and Palestinian person. You could definitely
Bro.
tell that was.
And then this
Like,
whole
I
thing,
feel
like,
like if you're not-
he had this whole thing, like, he was so stuck on this, oh, Palestine is a state. And I was like, you can say that all you want, but, like, from an international recognition point, all of these countries coming out and recognizing it as a state doesn't actually make it a state, and they all know that, too. So I don't know what you're trying to say here.
You know,
And there's
what,
better
even better
arguments
solution-
to just say that as well. But anyways,
You know what? A better solution: Johnny Sins and Riley Reid for president, 2028.
You don't even go here.
I can vote in your election, bastard. I
You
can't
don't
get
even
your-
go
your
here, that's
president.
so funny.
I vote in your
Yes.
election.
Oh,
Australian
Bannon?
race.
Bannon as well? Musk, Bannon, and Thiel named in new Epstein estate documents.
Oh my god, kill me.
The documents
They're
are still
named like they're in like
Uh-huh.
they like visited. I think
Okay,
they
well,
like
that doesn't
travel.
really
There's
tell
like
us much of
travel
anything,
docs.
though.
I don't think there's like.
Okay.
It's not like the list.
Okay. But you know, like, the online discourse is going to go nuts for it, and I'm okay with that, so let it
I'm okay
fuck
with it,
up.
too.
I'm part of Jordan's Zionist army. Oh, yeah, that's right! Yeah, that's right, Barcode. You remember how he was like, you have, like, an army ready to come in here, and I was like, bro, fucking
He watches
chill.
us on.
Right?
He watches us on.
Okay, fair enough. But you remember that?
Disney boogeyman shit. Yeah.
Yeah, he thought, like, I was, like, waiting to just, like, give the word to let everybody in. And, like, you know what? Fuck it. You know what, guys? I want you to be my army. That's it. Next time we run into a motherfucker like this, I need you all to jump in the fucking voice chat. Tells us Elon went to the island, though, or at least had plans. Yeah, true. Buttigieg is too uncharismatic to win the job despite being... This is the thing that makes me sad.
So charismatic. What?
Yeah, well, this is the thing that makes me sad is, like, he would be the best one to actually be the president. He's the smartest. He's the most qualified. And, like, watching him on Flagrant Podcast was pretty fucking amazing, by the way. He did an incredible job, but what are you going to do? I'm willing to take some
He's also
June
very
and put it up there.
charismatic.
Jaliban unite. Let's fucking go. Al-Qaeda assemble. Oh, jeez, dude. Oh, it is scary. What voice chat was that happening in? It was in a politics server. Blue collared. I'll send you, or well, it's not open right now, but next time we're in it, and I'm on stream, I'll send it to you.
Jordan, who are your top contenders? You want Bashir and Buttigieg?
Those are my favorites. I think Bashir, if he were able to gain enough traction in the Democratic Party, would have a really, really good chance of winning because of his appeal is wide-reaching to a lot of independents.
Honestly,
Buttigieg,
I personally wish Mamdani would run for president.
nobody's going to agree with you on that.
Sorry about that one, Coach. That would be so bad for on the national stage.
Terrible idea, dude. Terrible idea.
Why? Because he's a Muslim?
Yeah.
Yes, sadly, yes.
That's pretty xenophobic.
Bro, this
It's
is
not
America.
Me that's xenophobic. It's the American electorate that's xenophobic. Phobic, dog.
Yeah, blue collared. I'll make sure next time we're in there and we're having a crazy chat, I'll shoot you an invite to the voice chat. Vermin Supreme, the ShamWow guy, 28. Nice, that's the winner. So yeah, Bashir,
I mean, we could also do the classic Netanyahu for president.
fucking hilarious.
He's already got the money for for the American.
Yeah. Jesus. No, do we have to do this over again with the money thing?
What? He can take the $6 billion he gets in aid packages and take that straight to run in the U.S. primary.
Sure. Okay.
True, because that's the aid is just all cash money in their bank accounts.
We can. I really don't want to. We did this whole for how long?
Hey man,
you're gonna be doing this till the end of time with every person.
I know nobody's ever gonna let me have a conversation that's not Israel-Palestine related. I love that.
That is the likelihood of every debate now.
Yeah, I was
Israel.
like setting up my Prism Live so that I could show all of the people in the room for like when I was jumping in the other chat room, right? And that's why I was accidentally jumping in earlier. And I love how like the second I jumped in, because you guys were talking Israel-Palestine, you were like, "Oh, Jordan's here!" And I was like, "Oh shit."
True.
Oh my goodness. No, but it was fun.
Yes, Jordan. Do you love Israel?
Do you
love
Israel?
Israel?
Of course.
I'm Israeli guy.
Yeah. Listen, you don't mess with the Zohan, okay? You don't mess with them.
You should do a movie stream sometime.
With what?
Just a movie stream.
Of like watching movies?
Put on some Borat, put on some...
Because I want to get rid of... I would like to say goodbye to my channel forever.
It would
royalty-free movies.
Yeah, right? All right, let's see. I want to see this Netanyahu mentioning Goebbels thing. Let's see this. What is this? It better not be him talking shit about Goebbels.
No, he directly quotes Goebbels. One of Goebbels'
Joseph Goebbels, the Nazi propaganda minister, said that the bigger the lie, the faster it will spread.
Are we talking about when he
fabricated
briefed the UN or whatever?
That Israel had something to do with Charlie Kirk.
Bro, did you even watch this?
The dude is still quoting Goebbels regardless.
He's quoting him in a negative light, dog. What do you mean? That's totally okay. No, come on, bro. Llama, did you watch this? That what I just played? I want you to watch this real quick.
Let me watch it.
Watch this with me, all right? Just deafen for a second.
Why would you want to quote the propaganda minister of Nazi Germany?
To say this guy's a piece of shit and they're using his piece of shit tactics.
Ding, ding, ding.
It's exactly what he was doing. Come on, buddy.
You're still quoting the propaganda minister of Nazi Germany.
Yeah, to show that they're using propaganda. To show that they're using propaganda that Nazis use. Come on.
By using a propaganda speech?
What do you mean? He's saying this is propaganda. Can you not mention propaganda? And I don't understand what we're saying.
You're giving Netanyahu slack. He's using him Goebbels as a way to say, you know, everyone's wrong about sex.
Anthrax. I have no love for Netanyahu, but this is nothing. This is stupid. To be like, he's quoting a Nazi guy. He's such a Nazi. That's not what's happening here.
It's not just a Nazi. It's the Nazi. It's the propaganda minister.
Yeah,
what's wrong? Wait, I'm here now. I just listened to it. And what point was it wrong for him to quote a fascist when they were in reference to like some fascistic shit that was going on in terms of free speech?
Because he's not allowed to quote him at all. It makes him a Nazi, Llama.
No, it doesn't.
I agree.
He's not saying that. It's like it would have to. He wasn't bringing up the global quote as in like to reaffirm their position.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. He was saying, look at this bad thing. Look at this thing they're doing that's bad that came from the fucking Nazi propaganda guy. They're doing this Nazi propaganda shit. That's bad, and he was bad. That's what he's saying.
When people are saying, hey, Israel had a hand in killing Charlie Kirk, so they opened
Wait, pause. Stop, but also that's a pivot. Let's take really we can move on to that, but like, can you at least concede that like in this case it wasn't like he was positively quoting him?
Oh, obviously he's not positively quoting him, but it's still weird that him.
Why is it? But why is it? But isn't it pretty important if we're in the context of why if you're talking about like why we wouldn't want chilling effects on free speech in this light because it is similar to like Nazi Germany style like thoughts?
What, when everyone's accusing your country of killing Charlie Kirk, so then you proceed to say, mention a fucking famous, prolific Nazi?
Yes, he's saying you're acting like Nazi propagandists. That's what he's saying. He's saying these people are acting like Nazi propagandists.
So Netanyahu couldn't have used any other famous person's speech about big lies. Instead, he has to go for the
why? Wait, why? I don't understand why we have a problem. Why we have a problem with saying this is what a fucking Nazi said.
But he's not.
Is he not allowed to mention Nazis in any way at all, even if it's negative?
I don't think government officials should quote Nazis. No.
Oh well, then we just fundamentally disagree.
I don't
have anything against that. Yeah.
I mean,
in general, I don't like to. So let me say this: in general, I don't like to use like Nazis in shit and quoting it. But like, if we're getting past that point, which is like that's a whole other conversation, which I just don't like bringing Nazis into things because people always bring Nazis into things, and I think it's stupid. But if we go past that point, like to say that him doing this is somehow like fucking nefarious or weird, or that it's like, oh my god, this leader of Israel is quoting a Nazi. That's not really an accurate telling of what's happening.
It's the equivalent of a politician saying, as Adolf Hitler once said, and then insert vile thing.
Yeah, and then it would be if he was saying, as Adolf Hitler once said, then you say a terrible thing he said, and we're like, this guy was a piece of shit. That's basically what he's saying. He's saying you guys are being pieces of shit like Goebbels is being a piece of shit. What do you mean? How could you watch that and not think that that's the point that he's making?
I think it's weird that any politician would quote a fucking Nazi.
Hey, okay, wait, pause. Rotan, I just want to, I'm going to walk you through this, I guess.
If
you disagree. If you disagree with this, then I don't know what to say. At that point, we're at an impasse. If I'm running for a city mayor, right, my political opponent is saying shit and doing stuff that's real bad, real fascistic, right? Like, and we agree we don't want fascists in our local and state and federal governments, correct?
I can see that, Anthrax, but that's not the point.
If I were to give an example of a fascist person like Benito Mussolini that was saying like, hey, that was condoning the same behavior that my political rival was engaging in to show people like, oh my god, this is so bad. The only example I can find of this happening is in Italian like fascist Italy. How is that like a bad thing if I'm saying a quote from them to show how those two are similar?
Well, because it's fucking just as fucking bad. You don't quote a Nazi. You say, maybe, in this situation, maybe Netanyahu should have quoted someone like Mandela or Gandhi or some other individual that people have in a positive light, rather than a fucking Nazi to try and get a point across about how people are making lies up about Israel.
Okay, so now we've pivoted to we just really shouldn't use Nazis because it's bad form. I'm more inclined to generally agree with that. I think Nazi rhetoric in general is kind of stupid, but I think in the beginning of this, we were being like, ooh, the way you presented it was he quoted a Nazi, which was to lead me to believe that he was doing it like, oh, this great Nazi said this lovely thing, which is not what was happening
in the Stephen Miller way.
Yeah, exactly.
The Stephen Miller way of quoting Nazis.
Van Kirk, that is absolutely true.
Holy.
Okay. Let's keep listening to Trump slop for a second.
Corrupt.
Oh my god, I watched this. I can't watch it again. I'll be back.
administration
I'm just gonna deafen.
Okay.
The sleepy Joe Biden administration. Brazil now faces major tariffs in response to its unprecedented
I mean,
efforts
it's
to
not the first
interfere
time
in the
Netanyahu's
rights
quoted
and freedoms
Nazis.
of
Keep that in
We've
mind.
we've
American
moved on, buddy.
citizens and others, with censorship, repression, weaponization, judicial corruption, and targeting of political critics in the United States. I have a little problem saying this because I must tell you, I was walking in and the leader of Brazil was walking out.
Lula.
We saw him and I saw him, he saw me, and we embraced.
Did they make out in the hallway? Is that what happened? Trump and Lula were making out in the hallway. He's like, Mr. Lula, we're gonna tariff you, but let's make out in the hallway. Hey, thank you for the follow, Don Steo. I'm convinced Sleepy Joe only made that his name so he could pretend Trump was saying his name with the amount of times he likes to bring up Biden. I love reading Sleepy Joe's name in chat. I'm always like, Sleepy Joe is here.
I'm saying, can you believe I'm going to be saying this in just 2 minutes? But we actually agreed that we would
Sleepy
meet
Joe
next
Biden.
week.
Sleepy Joe.
We didn't have much time to talk, like about 20 seconds.
You do it better. You've got the raspy voice.
In retrospect,
Yeah.
I'm glad I waited because this thing didn't work out too well. But we did talk.
Please don't tariff me. I'm just a small bean. But I'm gonna tariff him. He needs a tariff, okay?
You're gonna get tired of winning.
I looked at Brazil. They didn't have enough tariffs. We need more. Look, they do not
They're
look
gonna
happy.
win so much.
Well,
they're gonna
look
get
at this
tired of
Brazil
winning.
delegation. Look at these fucking stank faces they got on. They're like, fuck.
That we agreed to meet next week, if that's of interest.
About the 100% tariff on
seem like-
prescription drugs? What do you mean? It's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. Oh my god.
It's gonna bring the drug manufacturing market back to America.
Wait a minute. Why are there members of the U.S. delegation with fucking translators on their ears, bro? I understand sometimes it can be hard to understand him, but he's speaking fucking English.
A very nice man.
Trump went in there and did just
Me, I
rattle
liked him.
off the same BS shit as
But
always
if
true.
you, and I only do business with
probably
people
because they don't
I like.
speak
I
English.
don't,
They don't understand
when I
English
don't
well
like
enough,
them,
I guess not.
when I don't like them, I
Because
don't
Trump
like
doesn't
them.
speak English.
When I don't like him, I don't like him.
We had at least for
You know,
about
that German
39 seconds,
man,
we had
Donald
excellent
Trump, he doesn't speak
chemistry.
English
It's
too
a
well,
good
you know.
sign.
Was the most insane thing you did. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's not going to pass muster, right? Like, after the Supreme Court's ruling, like, or no, it still has to go to the Supreme Court, right? Doesn't the tariff ruling still have to go to the Supreme Court?
Well, then it's meant to. All I'm going to say from this is what we're probably going to notice is someone's going to try and shoot Trump again. That's probably what's going to end up happening.
Okay. A little bit of spicy TOS-ness there.
No, it's not a TOS. It's not more so on the basis, right, of the fact is that Trump's openly doing things that are going to harm Americans, and people are going to be very angry about this specifically because now their medications are going to cost 10 times more.
Yeah. That's all I wanted to see of that. It was the goofiest part. The craziest of his quote about your countries are going to hell. I'm pretty good at this. Your countries are going to hell. It's awful. Yeah, to every country there, bro. He's such a goofball. I don't know what else to call him. Fucking Candace Owens posted on her Insta story saying Robinson is innocent. Yeah, because she was probably like, Robinson is innocent. It was their choose.
You should honestly do a reaction. You should do some reacting to the Democrats TikTok. It's fucking funny.
What do you mean? Like, who?
Oh, the fucking social media manager of the Democrat TikTok. It's funny as fuck.
Are they like picking up some of the Gavin Newsom style of shit?
Yes,
I don't have a
they have been
TikTok.
for a while.
I don't have a TikTok, so. She said Turning
Oh, you
Point
don't need-
assassinated him? Okay. I'm gonna need clips. Clips, please. I need to see this fucking
Oh,
nonsense.
you don't actually need to be signed in on TikTok to view TikToks.
No? Got a screen cap of her story. Let's see. Give it to me, give it to me. I'm very careful going on to them Chinese sites. But soon I won't have to, because it looks like they're going to get sold.
Yeah. Pull it up on stream, because they just keep posting relevant memes, and they're literally memeing Trump's entire fucking
I think I
shit.
did watch that Candace thing. Blue Collar, are you going to shoot it to me in Discord? Let me see a screen cap. Post it in Discord. Where at?
General. The general.
Can you take it off general, put it in topics for stream, actually? Llama, we're done watching the thing, by the way. Immediately, because it feels important.
I'll just let him post it. Blue, hold on, Blue, can you post it?
Yeah, Blue Collar, can you drop it in the topics for stream Discord? It's right below general. Okay. I want to break this news immediately because it feels important. I think if I don't break it immediately, she said immediately twice, something bad might happen. I hope I have earned the trust enough of the people to believe me when I say that I verified this information but cannot reveal the source. No. You have nobody's trust, my dog. Tyler Robinson is not suicidal. The entire narrative that was played in the media about him having been suicidal is completely fictional, as there are many other aspects of what I've been told. I didn't know there was a narrative about him being suicidal. I actually wasn't aware of that. Yeah.
There wasn't a narrative until, like, today.
Okay. His father having turned him in after a confession is also complete fiction.
What?
Was it that he convinced... Oh, there was? Oh, okay. I thought he convinced him to turn himself in. To the contrary, Tyler Robinson maintains his innocence and has never been to the UVU campus. It's so funny that looks like uwu. There are absolutely zero photos or video that the campus can produce to the contrary. So I had the anti-sewer slide vest on in court hearing, okay? Which is why they produced nothing other than a blurry image which Tyler's family knows is not him. What? Tyler's never once expressed a suicidal thought. I want to make that clear. The federal government is lying about absolutely everything other than the fact that it is his gun. It's just so interesting. This is so interesting to me because, like, once the person who these fucking crazy people support actually get into power, right? Suddenly they realize that, like, oh, I can't really hate that much on the Democrats because everybody's hating on the Democrats. If I want to be the counterculture fucking shitster, I need to start hating on the government again, right? It's just they can't stop. It's very interesting.
Whatever happened to the good, government conspiracies, man? They all just disappeared.
Yeah, because they stopped doing them. Now that we needed further
but whatever happened to the classic crazy conspiracies? Like, they used to be everywhere, in all the media and everything, and then all of a sudden, now that those people are just
still there.
The internet.
Yeah, I'm not sure
They're
what
still
exactly
there.
you're
They're just more
referring
fringe.
Can
They're
you
just
explain,
all on
Gus?
True Social now. They're all on True Social or Twitter now, or Laura Loomer tweets them or quote tweets them all the time. They're there. I promise you, they're there.
God, I hate her so much. Okay. Now that we need further substantiation, but Tyler Robinson did not author those Discord messages. I would like to again stress that he had never been to the UWU campus. But, and I need to confirm this later, I believe he was around the campus on that day. UVU. But it looks like UWU, so I'm meaning. I will have more on this later. But I wanted to immediately publish that the Tyler Robinson... It just sounds like something that fucking Alex Jones would say. The Tyler Robinson suicide narrative plus the dad that did the right thing after realizing his son was guilty is a federal concoction. She said cock. Well, there it is. That's stupid. Was that too real for you hearing that in Alex Jones' voice? She's gotten so crazy with her conspiracism too. She thinks she's a Harvey Weinstein truther. She doesn't think we walked on the moon. She's the world's most famous transvestigator. I mean, she's gotta just be a grifter at this point, right? A few of you have
That
said
Brigitte
this.
stuff is insane, bro.
Wait.
She like
Oh,
wants
yeah.
to see Brigitte. Yeah, like
yeah.
What does it even matter? It doesn't even tie to anything. You're just like disrespecting royalty. I don't understand.
Yeah. Oh my god. Yo, Llama,
Hey,
we're not watching the
Brigitte
Trump thing
stuff?
anymore. You gonna come back? What's Llama doing?
He's watching
Hey,
the Netanyahu thing.
Oh.
Oh, hi.
What is up?
Oh,
Hi,
hey,
guys.
buddy. I was just about to
What's
check on you.
going on?
We were just looking at Candace Owens shit. Look in the topics for stream real quick.
Oh god.
And these
Put her
are
shirt
screen
on
caps
straight
of
in the morning.
Yeah. Screen caps of her.
Maybe Candace Owens is actually trans. You know, Katie Owens.
Yeah, she's projecting.
It's like J.K. Rowling. You know, J.K. Rowling's obviously fucking trans. Like clearly, like close. I mean, no,
I
seriously,
think
look
J.K.
at
Rowling is
J.K.
more. I think J.K. Rowling is more like I lost the guy I love to a trans man or something.
But you don't realize though, that J.K. Rowling
Candace Owens is
still
Michael
publishing
Jackson
books
confirmed.
Because she's
with male names.
what's it called? Not trans rad. It's it's
rad.
like trans rad. It's a
Radical, anti-trans radical, or trans-exclusionary radical feminist.
Yeah. That's
oh yeah, yeah, that one. Turf. Yep,
Yeah,
that's
Van
what she
Kirk
is,
saying
so.
it in chat. Yeah, turf. Yeah.
But for someone who's always making transphobic comments and shit and all that, right, and doing transphobic shit, why are they still publishing books under male names? She can publish books under her name now. But instead, she still uses acronyms and other names of other men.
Wait,
rather
who are
than her
you
own
talking
name.
about?
No, that's
J.K.
still a
Rowling.
common practice. That's still a common practice.
Yeah,
though.
pen names are still pretty common.
Even if it's yeah.
Is Candace Owens literally fucking retarded? Why does she
Yes.
sound so schizo? Jesus.
she's
Bro, I don't
retarded.
know how
I mean,
she gets
I was
Yeah.
reading. I was
without
reading
help.
part of that in an Alex Jones voice too, because that's how it fucking sounds.
Jesus.
Dude.
Sorry, anyways.
Wait, have you all seen Alex Jones's new look? By the way.
You know,
No.
Okay, hang on. Get ready.
Is this what happens when you lose Infowars?
I guess so.
Yeah, you just put videos on Twitter of you in your fucking truck, since it's probably the one thing that the government can't fucking seize from you.
Wait, hold on. He's got a Hitler mustache now?
He does.
No fucking way. What? That's too on the nose. I'm sorry. What?
Yep.
Please, no.
Well, when's he getting the hair transplant in Turkey? Is he going to Turkey anytime soon?
I'm sure. Good God, man. He is rocking that, man. I don't know if it's like a permanent thing or just a temporary thing. I hope it's a temporary thing. You could have seen it coming back in the 90s. The lesbian separatists hate trans people.
That is true.
I almost respect it. No.
I mean, you got to admit his commitment to the bit is still radical.
He is very committed. I will give him that. Like, that is impressive.
You don't see that much dedication from nutjobs like him.
Oof. You are
Joe
so
Rogan's
going
gonna have
for it,
him on the
yeah.
podcast while he looks like that.
God.
So when's the Joe Rogan Adolf Hitler debate coming? You know,
That's what I'm
Joe
saying.
Rogan seems to be kind of going in the other direction, actually, right?
I mean,
He's kind
no,
of
Hitler,
he's
Hitler stash.
he's kind of wavering back and forth.
Yeah, I feel like Joe Rogan is getting less extreme.
So then, why has he got a Hitler stash?
Joe Rogan
That's
doesn't
Alex
have a Hitler
Jones.
stash.
Oh, Joe Rogan. Yeah, that's Joe Rogan.
That's
Yeah,
Alex Jones.
Joe lost me
You never
long
tell the
ago.
truth.
I mean, like, I don't really give a shit what Joe has to say, but I feel like lately he's been questioning a lot of Trump stuff, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I hope he
I saw
jokes.
that
Oh, gosh. Gorsh? Okay, let's see. So have we all been paying attention to Trump's latest weaponization of the DOJ?
One.
Well, we can start with the James Comey indictments.
Oh, of course. I was talking about that today. That's fucked up.
Yeah, dude. Like, this is... I mean, it's not going to go anywhere in court, but, like, the fact
Quick
that he's
refresher
willing to
who
do this...
Comey is?
James Comey was the director of the FBI under Obama and a little bit of Trump.
Until he was fired.
Yeah, you guys need... If you haven't seen The Comey Rule on HBO, you really should. Jeff Daniels stars as James Comey.
Wait,
it's really interesting.
it was well, yeah, it was into Trump's, wasn't it? I was thinking for a second.
Apparently, Comey is the main reason, or one of the big reasons, that Hillary Clinton didn't get elected. But
because he reopened the investigation into her emails.
God,
and he
fuck
had,
that guy.
Yeah, right.
It's called
but
the
other than
Comey
that,
Rule.
He shouldn't be getting weaponized against like this.
Yeah, I don't know why they go after him so much, considering how much he absolutely fucking cucked Hillary, but that's fine.
He helped them so much, they should pay him.
Literally. Like, they should have a reverence when they speak his name.
It's like a 2-episode miniseries. It's pretty good.
Yeah, they're paying him, but they just indicted him.
Series on what? Hulu or Netflix?
He does play such a great
Hold on, hold on, Llama, are you not familiar with the prostitute rule? Police still end up paying prostitutes, but then they arrest them.
I don't know if that's comparable, but okay.
Yeah, people
I think
get,
it's just
get paid and then arrested.
You might have to watch it, with a 5-finger discount.
Oh, I can give you an alleged site.
You're not going to do that on my stream.
I can't post it?
Been pirated in so long.
DM it to people. Look, we're all internet people. Most of us can fucking figure it out if we have to, okay?
True.
He looks so gloopy and wet the whole time. True. You know what else is an incredible political movie? And if you haven't seen it, it's still worth watching.
Europa: The Last Battle?
In 2025, game change.
Would it be Europa: The Last Battle? The Sound of Silence?
Huh?
Oh, I was referencing a Nazi movie that they push around.
If y'all have not seen this movie, you really
quoting
should.
Nazis.
Yeah, that's wrong and bad.
Below me. I'm a Jew. I'm a Jew. I'm exempt from your rules.
What? But so is Benjamin Netanyahu.
Is he? He's Polish. I wouldn't even really call him a Jew at this point. He loses his Jew card.
This is ridiculous. I'm an Ashkenazi Jew.
Go? Can you make it rain tomorrow, or like how does the seeding thing work? I just
heard TV host. She's patient zero for MAGA brain rot. Right? That's why I love this movie. This is like this was like before MAGA. This shows like the blueprint for what ended up being MAGA, and they made it in 2012, and it's so interesting.
What's the movie?
Game Change.
Nice.
The one with Benedict Cumberbatch.
You have it pulled up right now on stream?
Yeah.
Benedict is the actor in it?
No. It's Ed Harris plays John McCain.
Jordan.
No! Fuck! Out of curiosity,
Jordan.
was that who's the chick that ran with not Mitt Romney, John McCain?
That's Sarah Palin.
Is that Sarah Palin in the movie?
Yeah, so Julianne Moore plays Sarah Palin. Woody Harrelson and Sarah Paulson play the the campaign coordinator people, and then Ed Harris plays John McCain. It's so good, dude.
I was in the actual image of the cover, which is
because she looks just like her, dude.
I was like, bro, is that Sarah Palin?
Just like her. I'm an Ashkenazi
one
Jew.
important thing, by the way.
Anthrax.
A movie that came out 6 years before this one, that the American politisphere, the American Republicans, used it as a standing point to build their nation.
Let me find a clip. Yeah, right? Let me find a clip of her in this movie, because, like, I'm going to play a little clip of it, dude. She is incredible as Sarah Palin. Hang on.
That's beautiful. God, I love that.
Let me play a little clip. She's way better than Tina Fey in it.
So,
Okay. You know what? I'm going to say good night to YouTube because I don't want to get copyrighted. Good night, YouTube.